It lacks cohesion. I do agree.
Yeah, it does. It's not cohesive.
Hard.
I know. Parisa is hard. We've been playing these characters so long. It's like, how do I?
Yeah.
She's been so many people.
I think what she's trying to say is that you could probably make a more cohesive Pinterest board, Moto.
I could.
I
could actually.
Part
Like,
of
he draws the line at Pinterest.
a Pinterest board is to have different elements represented, right? So like,
Yes.
to some
But
degree,
it can be cohesive. I did event design for a living. I can tell you that all those different things don't mean that it has to be cohesive.
Yeah, but it doesn't
All the
have
elements
to be
have to flow and feed into each other. That's the entire point.
Well, there's a lot of snakes. Does that count?
Yeah.
I told her that the Steris one makes a lot of sense.
Thank you.
Oh, it's the other one that I don't
It's the
see.
other one that doesn't. It's
Yeah.
this one. The Steris one is blues and greens and like fire. It makes like it's very tonally similar.
Yeah.
Also,
But like I said, Parisa's is under construction.
Work in progress. WIP.
you said you wouldn't
My
allow.
Pride and Joy is the one that I sent you privately, Mitchell, for my new character. But
New
wanna
character.
allow what? I'm in a new
She's
game.
playing in an all-girls D&D campaign, and I'm pissed
girls.
because I'm not invited. I'm one of the girls. God damn it!
I'm sorry. You would be invited to my all girls D&D campaign.
Thank you. Finally,
That means a lot to him.
it does.
It's not my fault.
It is your fault. I blame you in Denver. This is yours and Denver's fault. Oh my god, is she lesbian?
Oh yeah, a little.
Oh, she's a little bi, huh?
She's bi.
She's a little bi.
Bye.
Bi flag and the Pinterest board gave it away.
Also, the meme? Question mark?
The other thing I was gonna say is you said that you wouldn't do a Pinterest board. You can't be on Pinterest. There are other options. Almost even.
I will just make an actual physical board.
There's that. Yeah, that's an option.
Moto's about to go out to Joanne's.
I can't do that. I'm like so not interested in physical crafts that aren't like, I don't know, gunpla or putting the models together. But like, but they are cool. You do you. But I think you can.
I'm gonna go buy some fabric. The weird 3D shapes that are made out of paper.
I think there are like alternatives to putting like a vibe board together that you can kind of, you know, Pinterest is very good
My
and
main
quick
issue,
and rapid, but
my main issue with Pinterest is I don't find it visually pleasing to look at.
Yeah, I like to be able to move the images around and make kind of a collage. I say, after saying that I have done this once.
I mean, you can reorganize the images.
Yeah.
But...
Yeah, it's a little different though, because it's like they're always organized in the same way based off of the size of the image.
Oh, you want like layers?
Well, I would like to be able to choose to have negative space, right?
Oh.
Instead of having to be like, okay, like these images with nothing in them have to like be my negative space.
Right. All of the images have the same amount of padding, etc.
Yeah.
You can't make a clutter.
Good morning,
in one space.
Bill.
Twitch is giving me a gray bitrate. What does that mean?
It means badge.
Red means
I don't think I've ever seen gray before.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Red means bad.
Are you saying badge as in like badge of honor or badge as in
Like badge, but bad.
badge?
Yeah.
Okay.
Badge.
I'm like, wait, define.
Sag
I don't know
badge.
if I'm proud. I don't know if I'm proud that I knew that.
You knew that immediately. What the
Yeah.
hell? Sharing
No,
a
it just
right
just
now.
made sense. Yeah, it just made sense.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
We also never have Twitch open when we're playing.
That's
I
fair.
don't know what y'all are looking at.
I never really. I mean, if I'm doing my job, Twitch just is seeing exactly what you guys are seeing. And if I'm not doing my job, Twitch is seeing spoilers.
Bill, would you make a Pinterest board?
No.
Oh, okay.
Are Voraktee and Rai gonna make Pinterest boards?
Oh my god.
Maybe.
I support all manner of character building, character familiar.
Mood board.
Sorry, what?
My wood.
Bunch of
Oh my
jokes.
god.
Could you imagine? It's just a bunch of different types of chairs and wood finishings.
Mhm.
There's one thing in the middle that's just like a bunch of teeth.
Mahogany.
Mahogany.
Oh my god.
I'm made of a fine wood. He's a little crispy right now. It's fine.
Oh, crispy wood.
Mm-hmm. Mm.
Well, Konnor is officially not on time or early, so the continuum is safe, Moto.
That's good.
I was worried.
That's good. I was really quite scared there for a moment. There was going to be a fucking glitch in the Matrix, and I was going to have an agent come in and fucking pop my knuckle, huh? Thank God for that. I would
In
hate
those
that.
situations, I'm the one that's the late person in the group, but I've been very good about this campaign.
Yeah.
Well, the real thing is that Konnor is saving you from being the butt of all of my jokes.
I like butts.
Well, not that one.
How come I can't spell carnivorous? Carnivore.
That is so funny. You know, sir, I realized why you're like. I put so much effort into my character playlist that, like, I think it's hard to imagine how much I like am imposing on a song when I put a song into my character playlist.
Oh, to crawl into your head and be able to
Oh, to be a
so
worm in
hard.
your mind.
literally
I-
though, because sometimes I'd be listening to your songs and I'm just like, I wish I knew every line what he was thinking. Like by this one. Ah.
I put like the, I put the Angel of Despair song in the campaign playlist somewhere. And like, I think I told Moto, I was like, I feel I feel weird putting in this song that's clearly very heavy in metaphor and just using it literally. I feel very odd about doing that.
Like you're using it incorrectly.
Yeah, exactly.
Dude, I'm all vibes, so if the song's
It's-
vibing with my character, then I don't give a shit what the lyrics are saying.
A lot of
I'm
my
like 50-50.
Yeah, Sarah
Yeah.
says that one of the things I manage to do all the time in these playlists is manage to keep a vibe going and also have something that feels like my character.
Yeah.
I take it very seriously.
No, like you.
It's a
would-
competition.
So and you win every time, rightfully so.
It's a competition. I'm
Right.
here to win. I don't know who's competing.
Me.
Right, can I send you a song that I think Stu should like?
Okay.
Put it in the fucking chat.
Yeah.
Oh,
but
yeah,
you
okay.
share it with the class.
Oh yeah,
Share it with
okay,
the
okay,
fucking
okay, 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 okay.
I cannot listen to it right now as I am Hardware store by Weird Al. Okay, yep.
Oh my god. No.
Put it on the playlist.
And it goes.
The vibes are right, Rye. The vibes are right.
You
Have one
know my
too.
feelings.
I have one too.
Come on.
Ugh.
You gotta, Rye. You gotta.
Oh. Listen, I love the man, but
Oh, God.
I can't with Weird Al. I just can't.
I can't. The saddest thing I have about Weird Al is like, why did it? It makes me so sad that a genius musician just could not get popular making good music, so he had to make comedy music, and that's how he got famous. And now he has to keep making comedy music because it's what he. It's just so sad. I'm just like, imagine if you became famous and like made good pop music, because that's what you were trying to do when you first started, and now look at you.
Wow, look at you.
You're making good ass music, but it's all parody.
Status
Damn,
is in
you
here
had
right
that
now.
song like immediately on.
I would be lying and saying if I wasn't just looking at it. Like, it was just there.
Incredible timing, truly.
Yeah. Like it was meant to be, as it were.
Oh, it's time.
Classic fucking Jozu, huh?
It begins.
Jozu back at it again with a whoa, whoa, whoa.
Normally it's right.
What? I joined the trend. I'm trendy.
Which trend?
Don't worry about it.
Okay.
They added Weird Al to their playlist.
No, I didn't. Stu doesn't have a playlist.
You have the first two songs.
Yeah. Don't worry, I'll make a playlist for Stu.
All right, go for it.
That
Oh.
can we do that next time, Sarah?
Yeah. Oh, we should do that.
Let's make each
Everybody-
other's playlist.
Yeah.
Dear God. I'm gonna make a really serious character now.
Creative exercise.
Are you saying
Oh.
Stu's not a really serious character?
Oh, I mean, sorry.
He's the most serious.
I feel like Stu has emotional depth we've not accessed. I think
We've
that's the
not
real problem. Is
Defeated yet.
I don't know if
Mhm.
Stu doesn't have emotions like that. I just don't know if Stu has ever been prompted to like see if he's ever had emotions like that, you know?
Beat him in armor too, and maybe we'll get really deep.
Mm.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Here for Bloody Mary.
My favorite.
He had some serious beef with that cabinet.
True.
He did.
Fuck that cabinet.
Yeah, fuck that cabinet, actually.
Don't remind me.
Hold on, wait a minute. Okay, Konnor, do the recap.
I couldn't do it. I'm so sorry.
Try.
I literally
Try.
can't. I can't. No,
Try.
I can't remember.
Try your
a
fucking
single
best.
thing.
Try your fucking best.
Last one was an incredibly talky one, and I wouldn't expect anyone who wasn't like big in those conversations to remember any of that in a recappy form, you know.
Wow, so you're saying it's me or Voraktee?
Wow.
I was a part of those conversations.
Wait,
What
was
the
that
fuck?
was that session the one where we broke in, figured out the voice was still alive?
Hey,
Shh.
remember?
Keep going.
Um, oh god, I can't do like
Keep
any
going.
of the
Stop
small
saying
details.
you can't.
That's a lot of fun.
You keep saying you can't, and you're shutting your own fucking brain down. You're so close.
Yeah, we'll get to the conversation in the end, and then you might have to tap in for some help. But yeah, just carry on.
Okay, so we I'm just gonna go with what I remember directly, which is we snuck into like the back of the camp where Eighth Bite and just like the group were hanging out. Isha snuck into the back, and we learned that the voice of the Seraph is not still alive, but the Ruchalik essentially turned another person into the voice, and like gave him all of the memories and everything to fill the role. And Isha started lighting things on fire. That's about all I remember.
What did you do after that?
To be
After the camp?
What'd we do before?
Yeah, what did we do after? We left the camp and we went somewhere.
Do we go back to like the inn?
Correct. That is correct.
We met some people. Who were they?
I'm drawing blanks.
All right, so we'll tap in. I'll give you both hero points. You might need them this session.
You don't have to. I can.
Don't shirk his generosity here. We might need it.
This isn't a you thing, it's a we thing, okay?
This
Yeah.
is the collective.
We don't want to die.
Aside from that, I think it was still in the same session that we started off after the fight, right? With Augustine, who's the eye, and Julian, who's the voice. And we saved Luca from getting his throat slit. We fought them, killed them. And then the big horny Oro came down after the fight and asked for Augustine's body.
Yeah.
That is. Do not call my boy horny. He's not horny.
He's got horns.
Horny. The horned one.
The horned one. We keep away for a while until they gave us more information, like that the hand follows someone named the Great Rot Mother. And the hand are trying to destroy safeguards before put in place. And Oro accidentally revealed that they're the towers that we were kind of aware of. We learned that there's a priestess that kind of controls access to go to the other location with all the gods, the Rotunda, and she's in the city that we're in, but we need to beseech her if we want to go to the Rotunda and see if we can't get to the god that the Unshackled are looking for. Additionally, yeah, we found out that they basically put a puppet in place to make it so that the voice never actually died, or make it seem like that for the followers. And Turris jacked a storybook that talked about this army of devils attacking the world. Wow, big surprise there. Isn't that crazy?
Glad I squeaked in that bit of foreshadowing just right
Right
before the line. Yep.
Yeah, and they were saved by a flash of light by the god of quote-unquote mercy. Yeah, we returned to the main city of the Underdark here, and we met up with our pals. Pidge apparently is one of them. We met up with our orc and halfling friends, let them know kind of what the situation is. And we all decided to get some sleep, and we woke up in the cities under attack by all the plants that we kind of snuck by to get there in the first place. And also, the envoy's there. And so is the queen of the other place.
The guard of the queen of the other place.
Guard of the planet.
Yeah.
She's in the area, though. The queen
Yeah, yeah,
somewhere is in the area.
Yeah, you guys found out that Rurith and the royal entourage that you guys ran into before with Rurith and Queen, I guess you haven't gotten her name yet. The Queen of Rudel, or Temel,
Yeah.
rather, and
Temple.
The dwarf guy, who I'm forgetting the name of. They're all in town, investigating things on their own. You guys had vague plans to go find some subset of these people, and then the town came under attack.
Mm-hmm.
And where we left off, Bill will not remember this part because I added it at the end when I felt awkward about the place we ended at. But you guys ran down to the perimeter of the city. Got to a place up on the wall where you could kind of stormed up the wall and saw these kind of horned and spined figures in ranks in front of the city gate with these two large cannons with kind of this face motif on the front blasting these purple fireballs at the city that seemed to be deteriorating the barrier, the arcane defenses that were in place around the town. And that was where we left off with you guys looking out, trying to come up with a plan for how to deal with this. It sounded like you were maybe going to go attack or do something about this. But as you guys are surveying this scene, you don't get too much time to kind of take it all in before a voice kind of barks at you from down the wall, saying, "Get down, get back, it is not safe here." And you turn over and you see this just brick of a man in this dark armor kind of walking towards you. Seems to be something between like a troll and a giant, maybe? They're not any like taller than most of you, but they're very imposingly built. You can't identify like what kind of creature he is at a glance, but you do know he's not very happy that you're up on his wall. And he's marching towards you.
No, it's not safe at all.
Yes. So please, get down and get back until the situation is resolved.
Don't worry, we're here to help.
This is roughly the man you're looking at.
Let's hear out how they're going to resolve it first before we get involved. Maybe they have it well in hand?
That's a good question. Do you have it well in hand?
He kind of looks up at the gaps kind of forming in this barrier, kind of dissolving and reforming as these fireballs are, these screaming purple fireballs are smashing into it. And looks out at the column of devil soldiers out in the field, and then back to you, and says, "We have already called for reinforcements from our human allies. When they arrive, we will take care of this incursion."
That sounds splendid. Just one question. What happens if the wall goes down before they get here?
Pray that it does not. But in that case, we will defend the wall with our lives.
Oh, so you don't have a backup plan. Got it.
And how long will it take for your reinforcements to get here?
It is unclear. They should arrive today.
Today, like, nowish or 12 hours from now.
Certainly a sooner arrival would be a blessing.
Oh, yeah, I love blessings too. They really just feed me every day. Don't have to do it myself or nothing. Got it.
He just nods like you're being totally serious. Just a solemn nod. And then he looks back out at these devils and says, "We will hope to be blessed this day."
Hopefully by the god of mercy, I suppose.
He gives you a confused look.
I read in a story one time they helped out against devils. I just don't know who they are.
The god of mercy, the shade of death, they are one in the same, and both slumber.
That's good information to write down. Okay.
We all bring out our notebooks and are like, ah.
There's just like a scratching on a stone tablet. Sandblasting sounds ensue.
That's how Isha writes so quickly.
Pulls out an industrial-sized sandblaster. Just
No unauthorized machinery on my wall.
Man, I hate the way my handwriting looks when I have not written anything in like 3 or 4 days.
You gotta loosen it up. Loosen up those handwriting muscles. Perhaps we could use this as a distraction to skirt our way out of here and towards the rotunda.
Well, we'd still need to beseech the priestess.
Yeah, at the rotunda.
No, she's here in town.
She's here in town? I thought she was at... Did I write that wrong?
It sounds like Steris has this one correct.
Oh, Steris says? Oh.
Yeah, I was like, I
Of
thought
course
she
I'm
was
right.
she was there preventing people from going in.
Yeah, because she's a priestess of Denala. I gotta have my facts about her correct.
Okay.
She's my
Those are the one
right
notes
now.
we can guarantee are 100% accurate.
You say my trigger word and I am writing it.
There's like a little like bzzzt sound, and then like a couple more, and you look down, and there are some of the alien plants are like just smashing up against this barrier, and this fellow in front of you kind of
Would
whips.
any of you know how long this wall has?
He whips around and he bellows at the archers like, "Set these weeds aflame!" And a couple of volleys of like these flaming arrows go down and set ablaze the attacking plants, and then kind of like back up and retreat, get away from the wall, get away from the arrow range. And he turns back and he's like, "We do not know. We do not understand the magic that eats at it.
Is it? Never.
Eats at it.
Yeet! That's Stu's trigger word.
Yeah, that's too true.
This poor guy. He is literally just trying to save the city, and we're like, do you know how long the wall is?
Do I have any inkling of what these machines are and maybe how to disable them or anything like that?
The cannons that are firing at this.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can make a crafting check or like an arcana check, depending on which one is better.
You said they were Barbazwhos, right?
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
one that seems to be the leader of this little contingent.
How about I use one of my hero points that I have?
Immediately.
Even better.
Oh, it looks like a 19 on my screen, but alas, it was the 3. Yeah, you're not. You know,
Womp womp.
depending on how magically protected these are, like, stone smashes, right? You don't have any. You don't come up with any shortcuts, though.
You seem capable. Why don't you challenge their leader to one-on-one combat? That'd be rather novel.
He, like, tilts his head. It's like, I do not think he has reason to accept a duel. Devils love their contracts, their deals. But they would not give up the upper hand.
So we need to take the upper hand from them. Does this city not have any ballistas or any old defenses of greater magnitude than archers?
They have found the range of our anti-siege weaponry, and they can fire beyond it.
Well, that is quite the flaw, isn't it? What if I enlarge one of your anti-siege weapons?
Like, tilts his head again, and he's like, it may work. I do not know.
Isha walks away and takes 10 minutes to cast this.
Okay.
He's just going into her mind palace real quick. I guess we're just trying to get a lay of the land. Cause how big is the opposing? How big are the opposing forces? Like how many people or how many devils?
It's a little hard to get an exact count, as there's just kind of like a flock of imps kind of swirling in the air above them. There aren't
So a lot.
There aren't that many ground forces. There's like, you can clearly see the Barbazwho, a bunch of imps, and then two big armored things that look kind of like siege weapons themselves, that seem to be kind of manning the cannons or kind of repositioning them every once in a while. Just these big metal constructs that are kind of, some parts of their armor are shiny, some are like rust colored. With this kind of like red glow about their front, kind of showing through the armor.
Red glow.
Yeah,
Red
go ahead and roll
glow.
a perception check if you want to kind of get a very clear visual. Oh. Okay.
Would it help if I get a spyglass?
Just put
yeah.
your hands
Yeah,
together.
Yeah, you get this kind of they seem to be kind of spider-like almost. Wow, I got a broken image on the camera, but hopefully you guys can actually see this guy.
Oh, yes we can. Or I can.
I cannot.
I want to wrestle.
He's a fighter made of metal. Just running to cannons and fire. Oh, is that what your augury is for?
Shut up. Not anymore. I don't want to fight one of these guys.
Oh.
I know the answer is already bad.
Yeah. Steris is gonna continue pushing the idea that we just dip.
I suppose if we do find the correct god that's dealt with these before, that actually might be beneficial.
He kind of like
the shade is gone. Isha says as she's coming back.
another
On where?
another of these screaming purple fireballs slams into the barrier, and this guard captain looks up at it and looks concerned, looks at all of you and says, "Please continue your discussion away from here, somewhere safe."
Okay. Yes, sir. Although if it's anywhere safe, if that wall comes down. Another good reason for us to leave.
And just want to try to get one more look at stuff with this guy.
Right.
Well, what's his name is here, right? Ruith?
Yes, it sounded like, yeah.
It'll be fine. We can leave.
Yeah, they'll be fine.
However, we're stuck in here until this is done anyways.
We can't. Oh. It's not just a one-way barrier?
If only it was so convenient.
Well. I guess we'll make our way back over to the inn.
Okay.
Mayhaps.
And I guess this whole time, Envoy said he was coming with you guys to assess the threat. And currently he's just kind of following you. Got a good look at the devils himself, and has been quiet so far.
What do you make of this, Envoy? Is this the second, what did we call the first wave? The second wave of the... Fuck, I'm blanking on all the names.
Of the Seraph.
Thank you, the Seraph. I don't know why I was thinking the Prophet, and I'm like, that's not it. The Seraph.
He kind of like adjusts his hat a little bit. Says, that would seem to be the case. They seem to be cooperating with these plants that are assaulting the city.
This whole mission's getting a lot bigger than just investigating the Star Dreamers.
Yeah, if I didn't like being carried all the time, I'd be doing something else.
He's gotten spoiled.
Yes, I suppose. I should acquire whatever information you have gathered. Pay you, and you are free to be on your way. I do not mean to keep you in a conflict that is not yours.
I think we're all in it now.
Well, yeah.
Feels rather us than them, especially if this wall breaches.
That is true. I am happy to hear you see it that way.
Have you seen anything like this before? Any of their weaponry or those devils? It must be some sort of weakness we can exploit. Something to turn the tables on them.
Certainly. devils are rather vulnerable to really any holy power.
Oh, that rules us out.
Sure, Slick's left. That's right.
And you will find
Yeah.
fire to be very ineffective against them.
Looks at his hand. Oh. Well, that's par for the course.
So we're useless against these guys.
Well, you might be.
Isha, what is this shade that he was referring to?
The shade of death.
Yes, very ominous.
This is
They
One of the
complete-
four.
Ah, blast it.
Not those guys again.
And he does more than sleep.
What do you
Your
mean?
religious folk weren't so tasty. I probably wouldn't know shit about the gods.
Envoy just like turns and looks at you and regards
What?
you for a moment.
Don't know what I said.
Adjusts his hat a little bit again and looks at the rest of the group. He's like, indeed, getting help from the Shade of Death is not possible at this time.
What of the others?
The clerics and priests of each of the four have their own means to commune with them after a fashion, but they cannot act in the world. Their followers only get glimpses of the dreams that permeate their slumber.
Well, that's something. Mm.
Certainly, clerics of the Shade of Death would be quite effective against devils.
I don't suppose they're just some in town, are they?
Perhaps.
Well, other temples of the fall that we can find?
Such things are uncommon in the Breach.
So we're just meant to wait around until this siege is handled.
I don't know that you are meant to, if you feel that is the best course of action. But if you wish to get through this siege, I can do my best to assist with this.
How?
Yeah, we have to be able to do something to help.
So you mean for us to fight?
I feel like we'd get immediately swarmed if we tried to leave the wall. There must be another way.
Decide we're not able to leave.
Perhaps.
Don't know that we've tried.
There's probably some kind of underground tunnel that goes underneath.
That seems likely with a city like this, though I cannot claim familiarity with the area. But as to your point, it seems like their defenses here have devised several ways to keep the plants at bay. If you were to assault these devils, that may work in your favor.
I don't know about you, but I don't really feel like fighting warmonger devils.
It certainly sounds
I don't feel like doing
unpleasant.
anything.
We could probably take the Barbazwho, but not the two wearing the cannon.
Yeah,
I'm sure tall, dark, and wall-loving would help us.
Didn't seem like it.
It seemed like he wanted us out of the way.
It's probably for the best.
I agree.
Yeah, I hope his blessing comes or something.
So you'll be sneaking out of the city then?
Trying to locate that potential tunnel.
We should ask Nahia and Katota. They might know of such a thing. The Unshackled must have more than one way out of the city.
Mm-hmm. Good use of our resources.
You've made local allies already. Impressive. Helpful. Well done.
Allies, yes.
Yeah, I certainly helped.
Didn't start out that way, but it did work out.
Well, when you're simply trying to do the right thing, you know, people will resonate with that.
Yes.
Ever our moral compass.
You can certainly...
Listen, as much as I don't want to become a pile of splinters, I think us sitting around and speculating for this long while a siege is happening is not a wisest idea. We should probably get scooting.
Yeah, Isha goes to look for Nahia and Katota.
Okay. Yeah. Where exactly did you... I mean, you must have left them in the inn. Did you, like,
Yeah.
stuff them in back in Tower Eincrad?
Probably not. I don't imagine.
Not yet, no.
We woke up and we were we were getting attacked. So
Yeah, we slept in the inn. I don't.
Yeah. But I think the... Yeah. I think Turris made a door, and I think the door should still be there until Turris dismisses it. I don't know that. Well, yeah.
It's in his room.
Either way, they are probably back at the inn or in... They're probably back at the inn. So, you guys head back there to try to regroup, and in fact, you see them outside. Katota just kind of like holding a hand over her eyes, kind of like watching the watching these fireballs hit the barrier. And as you're approaching, you hear Katota just saying, like, "Wow, those don't look like any explosives or cannonballs I've ever seen." And
they're not.
yeah, Nahia just, like, looks between the two of you and is like, "Yeah, they're purple, obviously."
And coming out of
Probably
giant
very-
six-legged demons.
Well, that's unpleasant. I didn't see that part.
You wouldn't happen to have a way out of here, would you?
Nahia kind of
That would be a little convenient.
yeah, I think they kind of look at each other and they shake their heads. Yeah. Katota's like, "No, never really need to sneak out."
For some reason, I don't believe you.
Well, all right, just while there were a bunch of plants and things outside, right? It's a bit of a different situation. Usually I just climb down, just scale down a wall. Pretty good climber.
You're telling me that the Unshackled just walked through the city?
Well, most of the time I was in Unshackled, I was, I was up there, up in that dwarf city. Nakia kind of nods. Yeah, my time down here, I wasn't really. I was part of the guard.
Well, and even with all of you don't know anything? No secrets, no possible stories of lost tunnels looking for secret treasure?
Well,
or smuggling pathways
caught a couple
underneath
of
the city?
smugglers. But I, didn't get their roots out of them.
It's never convenient.
He's just like looking. Okay. Well, thank you for trying. I'm gonna go look for a map.
Okay. Well, look, we can. I don't really have authority to get into the jails anymore, but we could go. If you can talk our way in, we can go find one of these smugglers.
You mean interrogate the criminals to figure out
You would,
their methods?
but if we got caught, you would be left there. I would not stay to rescue you.
A little fate.
Well, then maybe I just give you a description of these guys, huh? And we don't have to come with if we're not being all buddy-buddy on this.
I would just hate for you to be stuck there.
Yeah, I would hate it too. Look, I want to help you guys, but not if you're gonna burn us the moment there's trouble. So.
Oh, he's just being just a little over dramatic is all. That's not what she means.
Oh. When did all of you get here?
I don't know, I've been in my head this entire time. I'm just walking.
Our friends here might know some people that can get us out.
Yeah, well, might know some criminals that know some things. So,
Oh, I see. I have DMs.
oh, right.
What are we writing?
Secrets.
Assume
I
no
know.
so far. For this situation.
Well, I know he's not talking to me.
I asked, so it's not about me. The double deep fake.
Stu's turn.
Like if you, my comrades are much more likely to save you. If you want to come with. I was just assuming I would go by myself.
Oh, well. Okay. Well, I can lead you to our dungeons, and we'll see if we can find these folks.
Lead the way.
All right. So they will lead you up, kind of to. It's actually this bigger, taller building right there. Lead you there, and there's kind of like a gated yard to this big tall stone structure. This kind of imposing building that looks out over the cliffside, and over this whole district of the town. And at the moment, the yard is empty except for 2 guards in front of the gate, and there's like a couple of smaller buildings in the yard.
Did we ever get the dwarf guy's fucking name?
The dwarf king?
No,
No.
the not the dwarf guy. The half troll, half.
Oh no, you didn't.
Oh.
You didn't request
We did
the
not
guard
ask.
captain's name.
I was thinking about it though.
Okay, that's fine. I will just lie. Prage.
So it's open. There's like no gate. Like it's just 2 guards.
There is a gate, and there are 2 guards standing at the gate, looking kind of nervously. They're both very. Their attention keeps getting drawn up, and one of them is like making more of an effort to kind of like look attentive, and kind of like keep their focus straight ahead, and the other one is just like kind of nervously like looking up the air the whole time.
Hello, mortals.
The one looking up kind of like does a double take and just what business no unofficial visitors today. No, there's
The guard captain sent us to get information from some smugglers to make sure that the tunnels underneath the city aren't being invaded by demons.
go ahead and roll a deception check.
That should have been private. It did not even give me a chance to roll that privately.
Odd. Yeah, they kind of like look at each other, and the one kind of like the slightly calmer one kind of looks back at your whole group and is like, they don't really look like part of the guard, do they? And
We're a new unit. The Special Monsters unit.
SMU, if you will.
We take on jobs that other people consider especially heinous.
all right, fine. What do you need? There are no.
I need to speak to some of the smugglers you have here.
Very well. Look, I understand. The situation is tense. Time is pressing, and all of that. Guard captain should really send a missive next time.
I'll let him know.
Great. And they go to.
Tell the guard captain what to do.
Like, look, just made.
Oh, it's following protocol and all. We understand. We're very sorry. This is a rush, and the times are trying for sure, aren't they?
The guard kind of like gestures at Isha, like they get it, and then they kind of like do a double take, like your friend, the like they said, and goes back to opening the gate.
Wow. They're so afraid to call you a chair.
It's more like this guy doesn't know what the heck Isha is.
That's true.
So they open up, and the kind of nervous guard is like, this way, prisoners' dungeons are. Follow me, and he leads you to the kind of like larger, more imposing building, which you can as you enter. It seems to be like kind of a combination of a couple of things. Seems like a barracks. There's a lot of people like moving in and out, just rushing back and forth once you get inside. And you are led down a hallway and down some stairs underground. He pulls out a set of keys and unlocks what appears to be kind of the prison wing. Pretty like dingy. There's a couple of kind of glowing stones that kind of light up the hallway as you enter. And there's like a bunch of noise when the door opens. There's like a couple of prisoners kind of push their face against the bars. They're like, "What's going on out there? What's happening?" And the guard with you, quiet down. What? Lead the way. You know who you're trying to interrogate, right? And kind of like gestures for you to enter.
I actually just need as much information as possible, so I'm just going to simply call out what I need, and whoever answers will be the one I need to speak to.
The guard kind of blinks.
Is Naya still with us now?
Yeah, Nahi and Katota followed you here.
The gang's all here,
Mhm.
watching Isha work her magic.
And Nahia's like, I can identify some of them by face if you want, but you know, whatever works for you.
We will use you. Isha like swoops down with her neck and just like looks.
They like
After. We can vet them with your knowledge after.
they immediately avert their gaze and they're like, all right, yep, that's fine.
Yeah, so that Isha just like calls out that she needs a tunnel to get underneath the city, basically. She just needs an access point.
Immediately there's kind of like a clatter and a bunch of voices are just like, I know, let me out, I can show you. And just a chorus of similar responses. Yeah, I definitely know a way out. I know how to get out of here. Yeah.
Okay, Nahia, show us who.
Ah. Better seen that coming.
She was like, ah, yes.
Then Nahia nods and starts leading the way. And you go from cell to cell until she kind of like spots someone she recognizes and nods. It's like, this is the one. And inside you just see a drow. Kind of like looking a little bit thin, clothes kind of dirty. Just like leaning against the wall, eyes closed. Kind of pretty much like pure white hair, though also a little dirtied, and this kind of like bright pinkish skin.
Hello.
Kind of takes a breath and looks over. It's like, what can I do for you?
I need to get out of the city.
Well,
Me and my friends.
and he kind of like just holds up his chained hands. He's like, I might know a way out. But easier to show than tell.
Why do I feel like you're holding out on me?
What do you mean?
I think we all know that you could perfectly tell us where to go. Just so you know, when the siege here, when that wall eventually falls, they're going to kill all of you.
And you're sneaking out to help stop this siege then?
Correct.
Well, then you will clearly spare no inconvenience to get this done. I'm happy to help you be a hero. Just let me come with.
What do you think?
I wonder if Luca might be able to help destroy those machines. I'm sorry, what were we talking about?
Bringing Luca anywhere near them is not a plan we're going to picture.
No, just the wall. Where are we?
Ah, he's been doing it again. Are we being heroes, Isha? I thought the plan was to skirt the conflict.
Eventually, the real problem is that we don't know if they're also attacking the Rotunda. It may eventually evolve into a fight no matter what.
Yeah, with how long we're taking.
Not helping, Stu.
Sorry, I'm hungry.
I know.
You're not yourself
not
and you're
getting
hungry.
Not getting to eat Augustine has really put a damper on his mood.
I got to eat Augustine. It was the other one. Oh, no, it was that one, yes.
Oh yeah, what was
Not
this
sure if
one
I have a stomach.
snuggling?
She kind of like scratches her cheek, closes one eye, tries to remember. It's like illicit substances, if I remember.
Why is it always drugs? Why couldn't it be something good like books or medicine?
What's wrong with drugs?
Medicine's just a different type of drug.
Well, you know, it's all about the dose, but this one had no intention of making medicine.
Fair.
Medicine. Who am I to say what they use it for?
Well, if it gets us out of here, and they don't slow us down, I suppose it's fine.
Your friend is very smart. Pragmatic.
And they're careful with their word choices. Maybe we can get along. Temporarily, at least.
I'm also pragmatic. I like the people of the city. They're my clientele. I would like to help them.
Like to keep your cash flow, I'm sure.
Well, that's a little halted at the moment, but it would be good to restore, yes. I am all about serving the people.
You have a question.
I will answer.
You're able to procure other things than drugs, right?
Yes. I'm sure not all of my contacts are exactly where they were when I got put away, but I should be able to work something out, yes.
Well, get the cell unlocked.
The guard kind of does a double take. It's like, yep, yes, of course. And kind of pushes to the front and starts unlocking the cell. And this drow man kind of stands up and fixes their...
So compliant. I love it.
fixes his hair a little bit and kind of like holds forward his shackles. And he's like, these two, if you don't mind. And the guard moves to unlock the shackles as well. And then takes them, and this fellow kind of steps out of the cell, kind of rubbing their wrists a little bit. He's like, all right. So, are we leaving now?
Yes.
Excellent. Might I know the...
We'll be taking custody of this one, Stara says to the guards. We're making our way out.
Yes, of course, yes. And you get no arguments as you are leaving with the fellow. Oh, Joe.
I wonder if I'm able to erect such a barrier around me.
mind is really elsewhere, tourist.
Well, I don't know what it is, but something about the siege weapons perturbs me.
You mean how they glow red like your crystal did?
Well, not my crystal, but that is also concerning.
I believe
Was it,
that
was
is.
it not your crystal? Sorry, I'm second guessing my notes.
No problem.
Continue.
It is not uncommon for devils to burn with the fire of the hells that they are from. It is concerning, but I would not pay it too much mind, says Envoy.
Yes, I suppose so. Maybe I just have a specific lack of fondness for siege weapons.
I understand you're a building.
Well, let's get you
That's
far
funny.
from them. That is funny. Isha told a joke.
Listen, it's a little more nuanced than this, but for lack of a better other way of explaining it, I suppose so.
No, I resent that a little bit as well. Just
Everyone's so sensitive today.
It just bothers me. I couldn't figure out a way to find a weakness. I feel helpless.
What's your name, Drow? I would hate to keep calling you Drow.
Why?
My name is Apahu.
Wow.
Oh. Oh.
Ohana.
Oh. I did not spell that name right.
But, Taurus, there's going to be some battles we just can't do anything about. Trust that they have it well in hand.
Yeah, like I said, the Barbazwho is not necessarily an issue. It's the other two.
The last thing we need to do is get ourselves killed in a fight that could have been avoided.
Oh yes, but now we have information to circumvent the main attack. We could work with the captain to perhaps set up an ambush.
What information do we have?
We have this nice drow Apafu here.
He
Bahu?
is our means to get out of here.
Apahu.
You know, I made that up, right?
You're lying fooled even Taurus.
Oh, we're not playing the
say the-
heroes today.
No, when I'm not a hero. We're trying to get out. But we have a greater mission. And maybe someone of your talents would be useful to us.
Maybe. I pride myself in being useful.
There is a great doom coming.
Oh. It's a little bit taken aback all of a sudden. His step kind of falters a little bit. It's like,
Don't you think we're letting on a bit too much?
What does it matter? He's a criminal. No one's going to believe him.
I'm a criminal. You talk to me.
How about we let him get us out of the city before we spill everything?
He's going to take us there. If
indeed.
he doesn't, I'll hunt him and scour him across the sand.
I thought this was a friendly arrangement.
It is friendly.
You have a strange definition of friends, friend.
Well, they stopped me. I was continuing. I don't think you're going to say no. That's my thing. That's what I'm saying. I think you'll continue to say yes.
Yes. I think I
See?
shall.
My friend there has a large tower. I believe he plans to use it as a safe haven for people.
I don't have much need of a
yes.
safe haven, exactly, but
Well, not yet, but people will.
I suppose if there is this coming doom, I will not say no to that either.
I need you to be able to run supplies from around there back to the tower.
I can work something out, I am sure.
There's much profit to be made, I'm sure.
Where is this tower?
We'll talk about that later, when you get us out.
Very well. Color me intrigued.
Isha doesn't know where the fuck it is.
The stairs just think that you're holding back for the sake of Turis's privacy.
Nope.
Isha.
That literally the first time we went there, Isha was like, "Where the fuck am I?" And I looked at the stars and I was like, "I don't know where the fuck I am." So, okay, Ipahu, get us out of here.
He does like a little bow. It's like, follow me, and leads you off to kind of a, out of this big tower, and then kind of towards like the cave wall. Yeah, he's just like leading you through the streets, kind of looking around. Every once in a while getting distracted by the fireballs smashing into the wall. There's now just like holes in the wall all over the place that are like kind of trying to close again, but definitely the defenses are deteriorating.
Now that isn't good.
But you're too far away to see that. Never mind. So he leads you through the streets, kind of like winding back and forth. Some of the turns might even seem to border on unnecessary. But eventually kind of like comes to a stop in front of a bread shop. The lights are off inside, and he's
It's
kind of...
always this or a baker. It's always this. Pottery. Always.
Yes, was a potter before this fellow bought the joint. Kind of like knocks on the dark glass of kind of the front window. Hello? I don't know if anyone is home. Tunnel is under this basement. Old building.
Isha just opens the door, like just like turns the knob.
It's unlocked.
Huh. Looks like they're open for business.
Huh. After you. And you start to enter this place, and it's just like shelves and shelves of different kinds of breads. Most of them look a little bit strange to the folks who spend most of their time on the surface. Some of it's like, you're probably averse to seeing breads in the greens and purples spectrum, but there are several breads of that color. And he leads you through the back. There's like a dormant kitchen. No, nothing going on in this establishment. Whoever owns this place, they are not open for business today. And then kind of there's like a hatch that he opens, and there's stairs that lead down into this kind of basement area. And it's all like furnished. It's all like wooden or wood adjacent paneling kind of around the whole wall. And Ipahu leads you to the back of this chamber and kind of is like feeling around, kind of like knocking on the wall a little bit. He's like, here it is. And kind of puts his shoulder on this one section of the wall and then like pushes, and this false wall gives way to a stone tunnel beyond, completely dark. I mean, it's already pretty dark in this basement, to be honest, but Barbazwho can see just fine, so.
Wow,
And he kind of...
this is working out beautifully. Before we exited or went into the tunnel, Steris would have swiped a few loaves of bread and tossed them to Turkon
Excellent.
before you get any ideas about stealing.
Meanwhile, he just has mouthfuls of bread.
She'll leave the money on the counter.
Aw, that's kind. All right. So, yeah, you're saying this is very convenient downstairs, and he's like, yes, well, these are natural tunnels, so I'm afraid, not afraid, I'm happy to continue being your guide, but you will continue to need my services for a time. I wouldn't want you getting lost down there.
I dare say you've made yourself too useful for us to let you go just yet.
Well, and he kind of like shoots a glance over to Nahia, who immediately is like crossing her arms, and he's like, I wouldn't want you thinking you can go have your friend shove me back in that cage too early. And Nahia's just like, yeah. Get leading.
You suppose that there's an earth spell powerful enough just to consume a siege machine from the ground?
I'm sure there is, but I don't think there's any readily available to us.
Is he okay?
I'm hoping the further we get away from the siege weapons, the better he'll be, but frankly, I'm getting concerned.
I don't think that there'll be I think there'll be plenty of opportunities for him to see the siege weapons. Hopefully when they're not attached to lava locks.
That's a great idea. We merely need to separate the operator from the operation.
Something that we don't really have the capacity to handle right now. We didn't come all this way to turn around and get involved in this fight.
Just kind of like frowns and throws up his hands. Just walks further into the tunnel. Come, Armus, I can't see.
See my eyes!
And we'll... It's a bit early, I know, but we'll take a break there.
Okay.
Can I have a piece of bread, Turkon?
Assumed Turkon would be sharing with you.
We're just give me it.
You were strapped to his
Breaks off
chest.
half a loaf.
Yeah, Isha pulls out some of the like dried meat she stole from the people at the camp.
Oh my god.
You have to have a balanced diet.
All right, give it. Like slither a little pseudopod towards
She just gives you like a bag.
I just put the bread in the bag and then I put the whole thing in my mouth.
Fiber. Ah. Oh, I was imagining this too was just kind of swiping up all the crumbs and things that Turkon happened to drop.
Oh my god, could you imagine it's like a bunch of pseudopods just like
Yeah, literally.
it's the sound of the pseudopods sitting on the ground.
Plop, 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 plop.
Why?
By the way, we are on a break.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we're gooning right
Oh,
now.
we are being absolute goobs right now. So much character development is happening.
I know. Why do I love the chemistry between Isha and Epahu?
It's because Isha hates him.
It's fantastic.
I'm Crowd. I hope you don't mind if I invited someone to stay at your building.
Oh no, it's fine.
I know you like people staying there, so I figured it wouldn't be that big of a deal. Plus, you will need someone like him.
I don't know if current trajectory is the most beneficial one, but I'm along for the ride for now.
And if not, we could always, Well, putting him back in the cell is a bad idea, but,
But it is an idea.
I was thinking more about in the dirt, but...
That too. Frankly, it's much more effective.
Is Varys here?
A lot less room for error.
Yeah, what's up?
No, nothing.
Oh.
Right.
He just needed to know if you were here. For a reason.
You can DM me, Voraktee.
Let's create a player chat.
And if you need help, and if you need to be in character and secret, you can send me it via the sending stone.
Oh yeah.
Varys had to go let Jozu out. I just know that dog was going crazy.
Mm-hmm. Never fails.
Work. Well, I like how your Discord status is just full.
Well,
Yeah,
I
you
said
can,
that
like,
was
set
bullshit, but I
them.
didn't want to sound too negative.
Oh.
I copied him and did Snake.
Snake.
Varys is like, fuck. My plan to keep them here didn't fucking work. I was gonna lock them in, make them stay. So they have to investigate. And we're like, no, we're leaving.
No, we're gonna go. My priority is to get my ass over to that priestess.
Yeah, you're like, sister, help. These heathens. I want to free all the gods.
Making a cup of tea, girl, you would not believe these guys have been up to. What these guys have been saying.
That one, the tall, lanky bitch. She's the worst.
She is!
Oh, I know some of you haven't heard, but I did get my full, well, not my full visa, but I've got my partner visa for like the first step of it approved.
Heck yeah.
So I'm able to stay here permanently and look for a job, finally. So my
Yay.
schedule may or may not be changing in the near future. Depending on what I get.
Well, I hope you
Congrats,
find
then.
what you're looking for, and we'll deal with the schedule stuff when we need to.
Yeah.
And I can also go back to school too, so there's that too.
Nice.
You're being
Higher
coffee.
education.
Well, more like trade education, but yeah.
420 education.
Okay, I am back.
Welcome back. I never left, but Mitchell went to go get coffee.
Fair.
Also, congrats, Bill. Getting a visa is pretty hard there, isn't it? So
I've been waiting for, well, this process has taken over a year,
It's
but I've been here for over 2 years now.
God. That must be such a
And I
relief.
still have to wait. I have to wait another year to get my full visa.
Oh man.
Well, another year or two, depending on the wording of the visa, I suppose. Because it's not very clear, because Australia's bureaucracy is weird. But yeah, I was very happy all day whenever I found out.
Yeah, I have some experience in that area. My husband's an immigrant from Mexico to the U.S. and when we first got married, he had to apply for his green card and then down the line his citizenship, and it's a whole thing.
Yeah.
A lot of
jeez.
time and money.
How much was it for the visa for the
Oh,
US?
God. Because we paid, I want to say the fees in total was well over $1,000. I think it was something like 1,200.
Oh.
But we also paid like an attorney to help us because the paperwork was just so daunting. And there was so much with like how you had to present the information and how you had to prove, because we were applying after we got married, so we had to like prove that our marriage was legitimate. And then there was the whole interview process where we had to go in and they basically like were interrogating us
Interrogated you? Yeah.
about like our relationship.
Yeah, don't they make you like you have to answer almost exactly the same?
Yeah, dude, it was crazy. That and I got married when I was 20. So little like 20, 21-year-old Sarah was trying to do all this shit. It was crazy. So, bask in that relief because holy shit, the bureaucracy of it
thankfully-
all is so much.
Yeah, we didn't have an interview, which
Oh,
because I'm also not from a third world country, so they don't have to worry about that.
oh well, there you go.
Because we have friends that are from like Lebanon and stuff like that that are well, actually they got approved a lot faster than I did because they were on the fast track essentially.
Oh, I see.
But they also had to go through a lot more. But my cost for the partner visa was 8,000 Australian dollars.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Damn. I think total, like with my husband, because he eventually went and got his citizenship too, and that was a whole nother application. I think total we probably spent close to that. But man, for just that's crazy. I don't know how they can get away with that kind of shit. That's just so excessive.
When I first saw that, I was like, oh my god. Oh, they raised the price too. It's now $9,000.
Barris,
Yeah.
what are you doing?
What? I'm back. I don't know if everyone else is
Are we
back.
waiting? What are we waiting for?
Dilly-dallying. We're congratulating our friend.
Yeah.
And commiserating. I know. I can hear it.
Okay.
We already said congrats, Bill.
I see Konnor is here. There's
Just
Voraktee
like we're done.
here.
Well, I don't know. It's been like 15 minutes.
So
Trying to get us out of here. What do you fucking mean?
It's
What do you mean so?
We're just hanging out.
We can just hang out after and before.
Okay.
my timetable. My timetable.
Is Voraktee present?
I have no idea.
I
See?
just get
We're
back,
waiting.
sorry.
Okay. And is Rhinosnax present?
Spilled soup on themselves again.
Right.
Oh my god.
That's what
You're
we're
muted,
doing.
right? SMH. SMH my chair.
See, we're waiting on Rye.
What'd you say to me?
See? I did it.
You did it.
I fucking did it.
Did what? Talking smack about my chair?
No, he's ending the dilly-dally time.
Yep.
I wasn't dillying or dallying. I don't know what that means.
I don't know. I saw a lot of dallying in your little corner there.
My corner?
Yeah,
In the dally corner.
in the dally corner.
What? Talking about. Where am I?
You are in a cave. Well, actually, you're in a bread shop. You're in the basement of a bread shop. So
We're
let's
in the basement of a bread shop.
bring it back in. So, a couple of questions about this sojourn into this cavern. Who are you bringing? Who are you leaving in the city? Because you've got
Whoever wants to come,
a whole entourage.
and
of,
whoever
like-
wants to stay.
Okay.
Nahi and Katota can do what they want. If they want to stay in the city, they're welcome to. Frankly, I think it'd be better if they did.
Yeah. Do you want them to stay in the city? Do you want them to return to the door to Tower Einkrad?
Oh, yes, the door's still there.
Door is still there, yeah.
Yeah. You haven't checked out of the
Can
inn room,
Okay.
so they haven't cleaned up the door.
Can you make your door disappear from afar?
Yes, I believe so.
Okay, great.
Dang, I should have been a door. That would have been weird.
It's not too late.
You can change your
That's
form.
true.
It's not too late.
Susan.
You can be whatever you want.
You can be anything, Stu.
You can be a man-eating chair, a man-eating door.
Yeah. So they can return to the door, to Tower Ankret, if that's what you want. And then, do you want Envoy accompanying you as well?
Oh, Envoy's staying right here.
Do I want Envoy there? No. Do I think it might be useful?
No.
Also, no. Yeah, correct. Actually, he might actually be useful. I won't admit that, you know?
You or Isha?
Yes.
Oh!
We let Envoy out of our sights once. And he said he'd always find us, but I don't...
Well, also, these are his people, so,
Right.
you know.
Who are these?
Okay, I guess Envoy is coming.
Okay.
Does Envoy want to stay? Does Envoy put up a fight?
He doesn't. Nah. If it actually comes to a discussion, he'll say something along the lines of like, his skills are better used, gathering information and making connections with people rather than like on the battlefield. But
Well, we're not going to a battlefield, hopefully, so...
The goal is expressing...
Yeah, we lied about fighting.
We did!
I don't see.
It's like it's... We're
What
just
are
trying
you
to... We're trying to
what
get
is
to the
Envoy
rotunda.
even doing with the information we're giving him, by the way?
He's filing it away. So he can bring it up against us in the lawsuit when the 4 get released.
Correct.
The lawsuit against you.
And everyone else. You're guilty by association.
If you
You're against my will.
think his knowledge of the fort will be helpful at the rotunda, he will gladly go along.
I think so.
Look,
Very well.
it's gotta be, because otherwise, what is he doing here?
Right.
You know, why am I dragging you along? If it better be useful, or I'm a scream, cry, poop,
That is
Spit
throw
fog.
up all over the place.
incredible
Oh, wow.
and infallible logic. I will bring you here to this place, and therefore you must be useful because you were there. So
Incorrect. Also, it's
Absolutely.
it all 1 + 1 is 2.
Uh-huh.
And this 1 + 1 is 11. It's
okay.
the same math. It's just a different system.
He will accompany you. All right. So
We could possibly use these caves to get under the siege machines.
I think we're already on the
Wahoo,
wrong
do you think-
side.
Do you think these caves lead under the siege machines?
Well, if we besiege the earth elementals, yes.
I haven't a clue where the siege machines are.
Stairs will point in the direction of the...
He just like fully looks at a wall and kind of squints. It's like,
that way.
no, I think they go. Mostly the tunnels go, and it like points like 90 degrees away from that.
We're just pointing in the dark.
Yeah,
I love
yeah.
it. See, tourists? They're not even going to take us that way anyway. This infatuation with the siege machines we'll explore later when we're safe.
Yes, what is this?
I don't know.
I don't want to know, actually.
I do.
I think I
but-
had a dream about this one time, or maybe not a dream. Anyways.
I'll have a dream one day.
They're overrated.
Dream to dream.
Maybe it can be something we can see from the other side. if the siege is still going when we're
Yes.
at the rotunda.
Right. A different perspective. You like those. Let's just keep walking, tourist.
Fine.
I love the gentle parenting strategy.
I am desperate to get the fuck out of this place. Let's just convince everyone.
Yeah, meanwhile, Isha's like trying to climb up on the fucking top of the wall and hang upside down. Like, this is my home. I was meant to be here.
You're in a cave. You must feel so at home now, Isha.
Yeah, I do.
Are you a cave creature? I was trying to figure out what kind of creature you are.
Yes.
Ooh, that's a fun game. Some bat, for sure. So cave creature makes sense.
Very big bat.
Mm-hmm. A massive.
Never seen a bat so sandy. Anyway, this way.
He will start leading you down the tunnels. And there's a couple of like kind of intersections. There's a couple spots where like side caves have kind of collapsed. And it really is just like mostly a naturally formed cave. There are a couple of places where things have been kind of carved out for convenience or like reinforced. But it is largely just a natural cave. And as you continue on, you eventually hear the kind of gurgling of water ahead. And in the dark, you come upon kind of a spot where you come upon a river. And it is clear that there used to be a kind of like bridge across, like the stone here used to continue across, but now is just rubble in the stream. And Apahu is just like, oh dear, seems there has been some wear and tear.
New construction?
Well, more like abandoned construction. There was a bridge here, and now there is not.
How long does this? Was it like a short bridge? Sorry, it was not really.
No problem. It's not like
I will admit, I was not paying. I was not paying a lot of attention.
It's like a 15-foot gap, and the river is like rushing pretty fast and down like it's about 10-foot drop into the river. So it's not like this massive chasm, but not easily hoppable either.
How tall is Turkon?
I was having the same thought.
7-8 feet.
Dang it.
And he
you
just
count
like
the horns?
lay across 15-foot gap. When you raise your arms up in the air, how tall are you?
Not tall enough for that.
Damn. Horns included?
Horns included, yes.
Damn. Weapon included? Dingling.
Don't say stew, don't say stew.
I don't think
Stew.
stew included.
Wait, how tall is it?
It's 15 feet across.
15 feet across, 10 feet down to the surface of the
Yeah.
river.
Yeah.
Yep, and the
Okay.
the rocks that used to be the kind of bridge that spanned this kind of are poking up out of the river below.
If only Isha's wings weren't made of bones.
How do you know that?
You showed us.
Did I?
Yes.
Oh,
You told us
forgot.
that your wings got stolen by Scala.
that bitch.
Yeah. Yes.
I forgot. Sorry. It's been a long time.
It's been a while.
Talk about coming dooms and personal grudges with gods.
You're learning a lot about us at Bahu.
I knew this was an eclectic group. I didn't quite know the depth of that.
Yeah. We're being a little loose-lipped around you, I'll be honest.
And
Seeing you wouldn't happen to have the Sonata Span spell prepared, would you?
What was that?
You wouldn't happen to have a spell that makes a bridge? It's called Sonata Span?
Can't say I do.
That makes sense. It would be too easy, too convenient. Okay, well.
Are we jumping?
I guess give me some rope.
Stairs will pull some out of her bag.
I guess I'm a fucking long jump. Because I can automatically clear 30 feet.
Oh, fuck! God damn!
Jesus Christ! All right.
And you said it's about that long, right?
It's 15 feet
It's
across.
15.
So that's easy.
Double clear it. Holy shit.
Yeah. I just jump across it.
She's just like
Juice.
spending all this time thinking for the rest of us, and she's like, and then we're just tightrope walking across the rope, or what?
Oh, you betting I don't.
I mean, I actually do think that Turkon could easily clear this too. The jumping.
I can do what now?
Like, I think you could easily long jump this.
My speed's only 25.
Yeah, but if you're
Gigantic.
Huge or large? I mean, I should be able to jump it.
Yeah,
easily.
on a success, you just leap up to a distance equal to your check result, rounded down to the nearest 5 feet. So, like, you probably have expert in athletics, right?
Probably. I'm actually just trained in acrobatics and athletics.
Well, I mean, we'd still be rolling +9,
Yeah.
so I think you probably pretty easily clear, right? So, it's everyone else I'm mostly worried about.
I can hang on to Turkon.
Is everyone just
I've already
riding
got one person
Turkon?
with Baby Bjorn.
Well, that's gonna weigh him down.
He'll be fine.
Yeah, and probably, you know, I think it's actually mostly fine if you guys just jump across, but, you know.
Toss me.
Toss me. Correct, Stu.
All right, so DM.
Yes.
DM, do I need to make a roll?
Yeah. Just
Just make it across. Jump across.
it will be an athletics check to jump the gap. Let me just look up the long jump action, just so I have all the information. So you like run, you get a running start, and then you attempt a DC 15 athletics check. Oh, wow, long jumps are pretty pog, actually. If you succeed at the long jump check, then you just jump a distance equal to your roll.
Okay.
So you just have to roll a 15 here on the athletics check.
Well, I didn't.
Oh.
Rip.
It's a good thing we have that rope, so you can just climb up the rope.
Yep.
And if you come up short, you can try to like grab the ledge.
Was that another athletics check?
I believe that is a reflex save, actually.
My worst save.
Grab an
Oh
edge.
no.
Let me. Oh, it's acrobatics or reflex.
Well, they're the same.
Okay.
Oh no.
You successfully grab the ledge.
Oh, great.
Okay.
So like you're gonna come up short. Your feet kind of like hit the very lip of it, and the rocks kind of give away and tumble into the water with a couple of splashes that echo down the cavern. But as you're sliding down, you kind of like you grab the ledge, elbow onto the ledge, and like you pull yourself up, no problem.
Am I?
I was
reached
assuming
down.
that the. Yeah. Did I need to change it because I was carrying 2 people?
2 people?
Well, does Stu count? Stu doesn't count. Stu's in the baby. in the baby version.
Stu definitely counts. Stu weighs the same as a medium creature.
Yep. I'm a chunky boy, okay? We growing?
So this is all with Stu in mind. With another person, it's going to be a whole different question.
Okay, so no, it was just Stu.
It's okay. Hey, it's dangerous to jump alone. Take this.
And I can just be the anchor for the rope.
Oh.
People can climb across easier.
Okay. Yeah. How is the rope coming into this? How are you guys using the rope?
Well, my plan was just to like have it dangle in the water.
Oh,
That way, if someone fell in, they could just grab the rope,
okay, fair enough.
and like the rope kind of just like climbs up the face of the rock.
Gotcha. Okay. That'll do.
I will. I'll still be the end of it.
Okay. Apahu is not going to wait for confirmation and is going to follow suit. Apahu has no problem at all jumping. Jumps way past the
He's
ledge.
used to this.
Yeah. Well, he is a little slightly
Okay.
atrophied.
Varys was making a character sheet in that moment, in that time.
He is.
He made a whole ass character sheet. He was like, doop 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 doop.
Good, because we're keeping him.
Sarah's like, this will make. Oh,
Well, it's not a
Ruh-roh.
critical fail.
Ruh-roh.
I don't have legs.
But you fully splash into the river. Just a big sploosh. Give me like a. Okay.
Rip. It was nice knowing you, Sarah.
Jumping is how I die.
Give me a reflex save just to see how you navigate. You don't quite even close the gap. You fall like right in the middle. So let's see how you navigate these rocks in the river. Totally fine. You
I can swim.
curve your serpentine body to get to not like hit any of the rocks waiting below. You just cleanly splash into the water. And then I need one more, either reflex or acrobatics, to grab the rope. Assuming that's what you want to do.
Well, yeah.
Okay. Okay. Rope is doing a lot of work for you here. You grab onto the rope and you kind of like start climbing up. Well, I say start climbing up. I kind of assume like Turkon, do you kind of like help pull up? Do you pull up the rope at that point rather than having?
I will be yelling at him to help pull up the rope.
As soon as I feel, can you guys hear me? That's my idea. Hello?
Yep.
Hear ya.
Yeah, we
Oh,
can hear you.
okay.
What
Yeah,
no
as soon
one
as I
sees
hear-
is
as soon as I feel
Isha.
weight on it, I'd start pulling on it.
Okay.
Isha doing the. Oh, you almost had it with the rope. Oh, you almost had
There
it.
she goes.
All right, so Turkon will hull you up. Turkon, just go ahead and give me an athletics check. It'll be not a hard DC. Yeah, no problem. You
my
pull up the
gosh.
rope. Steris, you get you arrive at the opposite ledge. It's just
Refresh.
no worse for the wear. Yeah, just a little bit freshly
You know,
washed.
Soaking wet.
Yeah. Okay, and then you guys lower back down the rope, and We still need the jump checks from, like, the Stew's over already. We need it from Scene of Auction and Turris. And Envoy and...
I swear to God, Turris, if you turn around.
It would be. I'm not praying for Envoy's downfall here, but it would be funny.
It appears he's not trained in athletics. So.
I don't know. If he doesn't think it's wise for him to jump here, then he doesn't have to come.
Okay, so what's the jump check? Is that athletics?
Yes.
This is gonna be very bad.
Or don't you?
Whale?
Just... Oh, baby.
I hope your reflex save is good.
Oh my.
You have an armor check penalty?
He's not strong enough to wear his armor.
He's wearing armor?
Yep.
Well,
He's got
this
armor.
wouldn't matter too much either way.
Yeah.
Um,
Bards are trained in light armor.
let's see. What is a
Oh,
critical
I thought I
fail?
was wearing light armor.
You are. You're just not strong enough to wear it.
Oh.
You gotta have a base.
Yeah, you have to have a 12.
Okay. Reflex.
Yep. Wow. Yeah, no problem. You are like falling down into the river, and you just like throw out your pseudopods and like manage to kind of get out of the way of the rocks waiting below. Go ahead and make another either reflex save or acrobatics check to grab the rope waiting in the water. Oh my goodness. Oh, you still got an 11. I saw the 2 and I was like, oh.
Oh.
The DC is just 10 on this, so you're fine. So you grab the rope. Turkon, another one arrived. And you start pulling it up, seeing you get pulled up to the opposite side just fine. And now it's...
Pull him out of the water, pat his head, move him to the side.
God, Envoy is gonna die.
Oh no.
Envoy's gonna go next. Let's see.
This was
Flat-
Isha's plan all along.
No.
Flat strength.
Fuck.
It's an even chance for him. Totally fine. He just like puts one hand on his hat and then like strides forward and like leaps across very, very gracefully, lands with like one foot on the other side, and just continues walking, getting out of the way for the next person. Kind of like straightens his coat.
See, that's what happens when you're in good with the 4.
Truly, he is blessed.
Clearly, I'm not.
Okay.
Is this what happens?
I have
Oh,
some
Mr.
work to do.
Turris?
Yeah, that leaves Turris and
apparently.
Well, isn't the robot's good at jumping? It's fine.
Turris and Armis. Leaves Turris and Armis.
Chris?
Plus, he can make it. He can warp
Whoa.
step, and that'll give him the
Speed.
movement to automatically clear the 10 feet. So all he has to roll is a 5.
Wow. Easy beating.
Easy peasy. I was just waiting warp step. Athletics it was?
Yep.
Wow.
Alright, let's see. Athletics, LU.
All right, you hop across. It is not the most convincing jump, but with the extra speed from warp step, you clear the gap no problem, and then kind of like stumble to a stop on the other side.
Skid at the end there.
Yeah. Which leaves just Armis.
Oh.
And Armis clears no problem. Jumps over the gap, lands with a bit of a clang.
Why are we having Armis jump? He could have just been dismissed and resummoned.
Yeah, it takes,
Nope.
takes more action.
Armis is a real person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't
Can't just dismiss him like that. Jesus.
You can't just dismiss him. He's our party member.
Yeah, exactly. What the heck is your problem? Just because if he fell into the water and got swept away, I would have desummoned him, doesn't mean that he doesn't get the chance to.
Yeah. Heartless, Isha. Heartless.
He wants to play too.
It is so funny because that's exact. I wouldn't have jumped. I would have been like, I dismissed my Eidolon. Bam. I jump across. Bam. I resummon him. Bam. People would be like, "You're so mean. You're so mean to your Eidolon. They're a real person."
Oh man.
All right. So,
Besides, Armis has like 35 feet of movement. You fast boy.
everyone crosses to the other side, and Apongo kind of looks around. It's like, excellent. This way then, and continues leading you onward. The cavern kind of like doubles.
Ah, what the fuck?
What's up?
What the fuck happened?
What do you mean?
Locked on the token.
You're locked up. What?
What?
I don't know how to explain it.
Locked in a box.
Locked on the fucking token.
I'm gonna need you to share the screen.
I could not move my mouse off the token.
Oh, that's weird.
I accidentally clicked the use pathfinding button. I didn't know what it
Oh.
was. I was like, oh, what's
Oh.
pathfinding?
What is that?
Huh.
Rip.
Okay, sorry. Don't know. Well, it was an accident, I guess. I just didn't know what it would do, and I didn't want to sound stupid.
Well,
Well,
I've been wanting to click that button all day.
I don't know what it does, but certainly one of the symptoms is stuck, as it were. Okay, sorry, continue.
Let's see. Okay. Yeah, so he leads you around the bend and into kind of like you guys double back and there's like another bridge over the water, this one intact. And he's like, the exit to the caverns are just up ahead. And he starts climbing down. And as he does so, he like just kind of hops over the ledge. And then you hear kind of a screech and this dark shadow swoops down at him. And we're going to switch over to this map.
Gaius.
Oh no!
Oh, I know what this is.
This large, wide, winged thing kind of swoops down.
Why is he so far ahead?
You guys can reposition anywhere kind of behind it.
I don't see nothing.
You don't see nothing. Oh, it
I
is
also don't see nothing.
dark in here.
I have dark vision.
You have dark vision. Then it's kind of weird that you don't see nothing.
Well, no, I don't see nothing. I think it's working. Hold on, let me reload.
Okay.
I see the tokens, but I don't see the map. Yeah, I'm gonna refresh too.
Okay.
I love the water ambience.
This game is private. I must log in to access.
Ah,
I did that too.
the classic logout issue.
Oh,
Oh, we'll throw Envoy in the initiative. It's fine.
Line stingray?
is a cloaker.
A cloaker?
Cloaker.
He's just like, that's a cloaker.
Is a cloaker.
You know how to kill that cloaker?
No. I just know his name.
Oh.
I just know his name.
How are there that many NPCs in here?
You tell me.
We
Why are there so many NPCs?
We have really gathered a number.
You have.
Chris, why are you in the water?
Here,
I
couldn't
just
see the map.
reloaded. I don't know.
Oh. Hey, go first, sweetie.
Oh wow, nice nat 20.
Nice.
Where is Armus?
Where is? I thought I dragged
You
him.
can drag Armus out if you just go to the familiars thing, familiars
Oh.
folder.
We'll let you practice.
Did it.
Excellent. Need a roll from Terrace and Stoop?
No.
And Armus? No, not Armus. Ha, ha, ha. Technically, these boys should be using
Hell yeah.
stealth for initiative.
Oh yeah.
Nice goose, too.
Thanks.
Would not have mattered anyway. Okay.
Wait, let me over here.
You know, for
You know what this the way our tokens are set up, it just hold on, let me see if I can find the thing. Anyways, there's a scene in the Expanse where the military is like escorting Avasarala out, and they're all like squatted up on her.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I'm Avasarala, but it looks like it.
Yeah.
It does.
Yeah, for sure. So
I don't have enough gumption to RP as Avasarala.
Envoy is in the back. Doesn't really know what's going on yet. We'll go ahead and skip his turn. And then Turkon, it is your turn. You see this thing that was hiding off in the corner, alerted by these splashes in the water. It is swooping down to try to take a chomp out of a pahu, but you have a chance to go before it can complete its.
did Armus get his initiative roll in too?
Armus goes at the same time as Turris.
Yeah.
Right. Alright, and is this a ledge right here?
This is, yes, this is a ledge. This whole thing is a ledge. Goes like 10 feet down.
So am I able to just jump down without getting hurt?
If you jump down, sorry, this thing is flying anyway. This thing is like 15 feet up. It's flying down from the ceiling.
If I'm like right here,
Yeah. So,
am I able to reach it from here?
Yep.
Or no?
yeah, that's no problem. You guys are all. Can I put you all 10 feet up easily? No, I cannot.
I can do it.
Okay.
How do you do that again?
Right click on your token, and the upper left box is elevation, and you can just set it to 10.
I don't have my hammer out. Okay.
You can. Other than jumping over the ledge, where I assume everyone stowed their stuff, you can assume that you were walking around armed. So you can say that you had your weapon in hand and skip that action.
Oh, 19 misses. Okay. Oh, there we go.
Yeah, that one hits.
Ew.
All right, so you give it a good smack. Lets out another screech. Hisses at you. You get a full look at its face. Ugly face, wide, sharp, wide mouth filled with just sharp teeth.
Ew, yucky.
I just want to put my hammer in the middle of that thing.
Indeed.
I'm not. Never mind. Don't say it, Mitchell. Oh, there's two of them.
Yeah, you see that
Oh,
just in time as you hear the flapping of another set of wings. swoop over you. Let's see. 30 feet? How much fly speed do they have? 30. Exactly 30. Okay. It doesn't... Let's see. It's going to ignore Turkan. It's going to fly right over Turkan, and it's coming to you, Isha.
What the fuck?
I would love Isha.
And it's gonna...
Isha's the most appetizing.
It's going to go right to trying to snatch you up. It's just gonna swoop in and try to envelop you.
Oh.
That's a little fucked.
Little fucked. So is... Oh, that's a 1. Okay, critically, it fails. It does not, yeah. That's also a little fucked. Okay, that'll be its turn. Terrace, go ahead.
Let's see here. How wide is this again? Okay, good. Is that solid ground right there?
Yeah. You might, you know.
And that one to me on the grapple check?
It did. It now won to you on the grapple check, yes. Oh, sorry. Let's reveal. That should have been revealed. All of this should have been revealed. I was on the wrong setting.
That's okay.
It doesn't say it's a grapple check, so none of the usual critical fails for the grapple check.
Sad.
Yeah, I know. It's just like attacking your reflex DC. It's not actually trying to grapple. So there's no crit fail thing.
Tragic.
I love the wording of the end of that. A creature that voluntarily puts on the cloaker becomes engulfed automatically.
Wow.
Well,
Sometimes they're
I guess
sneaky
you can wear a
sometimes.
cloaker,
Why
a
is my
friendly
back
cloaker.
bleeding?
well, that's so D&D cloakers and Pathfinder cloakers are different because Pathfinder cloakers are supposed to be worn.
Literally,
They're supposed to
literally
look.
a
They
cloak.
look like cloaks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can wear a friendly
So-
cloaker if you're big enough, I guess, and it'll defend you.
This is a safe place. Like,
Yeah,
I'm not even
you,
gonna make a
well,
check
yeah,
to
you
do
can get there. I guess right now, the problem is the in-between spot is not like a full space, so you'd need to do an acrobatics to like balance on that ledge as you're going
Nope.
through.
Nope.
Or you'd have to tumble through his space, which is also an
He said, no,
acrobatics check.
thank you.
That's okay. I'm just gonna have Armis move up here with my act together.
Okay. It's not a hard acrobatics check.
But listen, I really don't want to attempt the whole him falling into the drink, then me having to resummon him. But besides, you can hit the cloaker from there, right?
Yeah.
Cool. Alright, so. And with the same act together, I'm gonna use.
Ah. All right.
Do that.
So he'll make the reflex save. He will fail. He's gonna eat full damage on it.
So I gotta put that right there, and then doesn't really matter, right? Let's see.
Yeah. All right. The splash of acid coats one side of him. Gives a very clicky grumble as it kind of just hisses away at his skin.
I still have one action left, right?
Yeah.
Okay, with this, Armis is going to cast Hit.
An excellent spell,
Aww.
Oof.
but not an
Armis
excellent
casts
roll.
punch. The fist wizard.
Mr. Fisty. I'm gonna save my hero point for now and end my turn.
Okay. Man, all these... My sheets are a little weird. Instead of having, like, the 2 action symbol, I just have a 2 on this this ability that he's about to use. Anyway, so this cloaker that just got bashed by Tricon, he's been dissuaded from his previous course of action and kind of, like, folds in on itself. And then, like, flaps fully open, fully extended again, and lets out this screech. Trying to intimidate everyone. So everyone, please. I guess it's a 30-foot emanation from him, right?
Everyone, but probably seen. Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yep. Not include self. Okay. Sorry.
Hold on. I'm trying to decide if I'm gonna. Now we roll that.
Okay.
Oh, rip.
Okay. Well, better than a crit fail, I guess.
True. So everyone below a 22 is going to be frightened 1. Yeah, okay. So, if you rolled a less than a 22, please drag the frightened onto yourself. And it's going to turn and then try to take a... Wow, I am targeting so many people.
Do I have to roll for Armis? I can't remember.
No, magical effects only affect one of you.
Yeah.
The penalties to you are penalties to Armis, if that makes sense.
Mm.
So if you're feared, it's like Armis is also feared.
Okay, and then it's going to turn and try to take a bite right out of Turkan.
Chomp.
Rolls very badly on the damage. All right, and then Steris, it'll be your turn. Let me clean up these range templates.
Is it a frightened one or is it a different one?
Frightened one, yeah.
Okay.
Are you doing this to me again? Here we go. I need a will save from the cloaker closest to me.
Okay.
Fuck him. Well, okay. Never mind.
Little did you know that Cloaker is an intellectual amongst his friends.
Apparently. Oop, not into the wall. Goddamn. Okay. Oh.
All right, scene.
Yeah, I'm gonna
He's
move.
Mahu's technically only.
Oh, I guess here. Or right here's fine.
Okay. Steris, I assume you're still up on the ledge, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't go there.
And then I'm going to use Courageous Anthem
Excellent.
with Lingering Composition. So I have to make a performance check.
I believe that succeeds. I believe it does not critically succeed.
That's fine.
Okay, so it gets extended 3 rounds, or lasts 3 rounds.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, everyone feel free to drag the lingering composition onto yourselves. And now, since all the modules updated, I'm sure it's still going to lag all of our computers. I'm sure my fix did not persist through all the updates.
Actually, it seems mostly fine for me
Yeah,
at the moment.
we still only have it on 3 people.
That's True. Oh, okay, there we go.
Yep, there it is.
There's the lag.
Oh, there's the lag.
I almost missed it.
Is there a limited? It's everyone who
One-
can hear you, right?
It's any allies.
Okay. Do you guys consider Apahu an ally?
Uh,
I guess.
is that up to us or is that up to Scene?
It's up to scene.
Sure.
All right.
He seems cool.
Exactly.
Yeah, Apahu seems like someone who has had a dream.
Exactly.
That's kind of a loaded statement in this campaign.
For real though.
Yeah, but to Scene, it's just that. You know?
Yeah.
Oh, dang. Okay. And then that's my turn.
All right.
I did what I could by simply removing the effect on me.
Okay. I
You're
will
welcome.
go through and do
I'm a
that in a
saint.
moment. Apahu, you haven't armed Apahu or anything yet, right? You haven't given. He doesn't actually have
Oh
any.
god! He doesn't have shit!
Yeah. Okay. Well, in that case, he's gonna drop down off the ledge. He only had 5 feet to drop, so it's not like not a big deal. And he's just literally gonna run around the corner, out of sight.
Wow.
Saying something in Sephiroth under his breath as he does. All right, you should go ahead.
Saying what exactly?
Do you know Sephiroth?
Yes.
He's effectively saying like, "Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit!"
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, I didn't even think about giving him a weapon.
Brave Apahu.
Might be able to regurgitate something.
That's thinking, Sue.
Yeah,
That's
I
thinking
cast
with your
it.
stomach.
I touch your Vecticorbine.
Alright.
And there you go. Merry Christmas. I'm at turn.
Okay, that seems much less laggy. Yes, that seems much better.
Yeah.
Okay.
Meh.
Is so this one in front of me is, or am I? I'm assuming I hopped down.
You guys are. This is all
I
up on the ledge. The ledge is over here.
I mean, I hopped off of
Oh
Turkon.
yes, I also assumed that.
Yeah.
If you want to move
you
over
just-
to where Tarkon is, that is also totally fine.
Is this one in front of me within reach?
Yeah, you can stab him.
If you move to this square though, you'll have flanking. I'll have your sneak attack. Easy peasy.
Sorry, I'm thinking. Give me.
No problem. As Stu's taking their turn, Envoy in the back is kind of like seeing this happen, and he's like, I do have one offensive capability that I could assist with, but I can only use it once per day. Would you like that now?
No, Alexa, no. Alexa, turn off.
Very well. Standing by.
Alexa, volume 0.
Hide.
I do move, but I want to try and how do I post this?
There will usually be like a chat bubble hidden under the icon in kind of the upper left of the ability text, depending on what it is. Yeah.
I want to try and. I'm a little frightened, so I got a little sticky. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I want to try and just grab it and drag it down if I can.
All right.
And grapple it.
Cool. Give me the athletics check.
Okay. Ooh.
Nice.
Holy! All right, they're grabbed. So, get them grabbed and immobilized, restrained. Excellent. So he will not be able to move unless he breaks out of your grip.
And let's see, I don't know. Since I have extra limbs and stuff,
Yeah.
can I still attack?
Oh yeah,
him?
yeah. You're only grabbing him with
Okay.
one hand pseudopod thing. And by the text of this, you could be grabbing him with your foot if you wanted. Because of this adhesive grapple.
I'm gonna go ahead and just like stab it
All right.
because I'm grumpy.
An excellent choice.
I missed.
Close.
Unfortunate. Good try though. An excellent grab. So Envoy is standing down, kind of nods, so standing by, and then Turkon, it is your turn. You know what, we'll take Envoy.
Sorry, I also have a mouthful of the roll.
What was that? Sorry.
Sorry, I had a mouthful of Hawaiian bacon roll.
Oh, gotcha.
Alright, so rage, and then I'm just gonna swing it the one I missed with.
All right. Excellent. Wow. Wow. That flat damage. And the runic wet, yeah. Quite a beefier hit on that one. So the cloaker that just screamed and bit you. You wheel back in your second strike. Makes it kind of second guess where it's floating and hovering.
I'm sorry, what? Do that again?
Oh my god. Holy Jesus.
Let's go. That's my buddy.
God.
Okay. So this guy is grabbed. Let's see.
He's restrained.
Restrained, yes.
Yeah, so it's even worse.
Let me double check
Do we have
this.
Courageous Anthem
Off
for
guard,
free rounds, right?
immobilized. Can't use any attack or manipulate actions except yeah. So he's gonna try to escape. You all have Courageous Anthem, yes. So this thing immediately starts flapping around and trying to get away from your sticky grip. He's got really shit attack abilities for this. So I think he'll be doing the unarmed attack. Yeah, okay. Unfortunately, your athletics DC is pretty low.
I know.
So he might actually get out. It'll just be 1d20 plus... Okay. But he did have to spend the action doing this. And he almost rolled it too. So he does escape, manages to wriggle free, and he's going to try to return
the favor.
Eh.
So he pulls free, and once again is going to try to envelop you. This is against your reflex DC, so 10 plus your reflex number, your reflex save.
Oh, my save?
Yeah. So despite the... Ooh, it's actually kind of barely a success. Despite the... Good roll. He does beat your reflex a little bit and engulfs you. So you the turns have been tabled, as they say. Where are the effects? Okay, stand by one sec. So you are now grabbed and restrained, and you will have to make escape checks on your turn. He's going to bite you while you are all of these things.
Eh.
Let me get restrained on you first. And off of him. So yeah, he takes a chomp. Does hit. He's just non on like the armrest.
My wood!
getting all slobbery and chewed on for sure. Turris, go ahead.
Disgusting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Disgusting.
Do I need to drag Feared onto Armis as well, or?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
So technically, this guy's in kind of a weird. He's like partially in Stu's space, so he's kind of in a weird spot. at
Do
the
I
moment.
still have flanking?
What was that?
But I still have like flanking with Turcon.
Give me a sec. Cloaker can make only jaws strikes. Blah blah blah. If it succeeds, it envelops the target. Okay, I'm just gonna say that because there's not a lot of room. Stu gets kind of like pulled into the cloaker space. So you do not currently have flanking with this guy. On this guy. You could if so you have flanking. Turris has flanking with Turcon. Armis does not from where he is right now. He'd have to move either like here to get flanking with Turcon or move here to get flanking with Turris.
Alrighty then. Where's the button? Who's got the button? And with that action, I'm going to combine Runic Body on Armis.
Okay.
And I'm going to spend my last action for Armis to cast Punch.
Okay. Sounds good.
Yeah, when I might reroll. Wait, does it count the... oh, it did already have the flank on it.
Yeah. That is a hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
I gotta put Runic Body on him, don't I?
Yes.
That would probably help. Let's say it's acid damage. Am I selecting the right one here? Oh, yeah, I think that's fine.
Okay. So, Armis wheels back, punches into the cloaker. Stu, you feel through the flesh of this cloaker that is enveloping you, the fist of someone trying to like punch the cloaker. It also punches into you, and you take half of this damage.
Oh.
And so the cloaker also takes half this damage. So that is 6 damage to you.
6 rounds.
Great hit, Armis.
Yeah, great hit, Armis. I owe you one.
That's funny,
I'm speaking really clearly.
oh my god.
Alright, I manually put it in.
Okay, cool. Alrighty. This other cloaker has had enough of Turkon's shenanigans.
I haven't had enough shenanigans. You get back here.
So, and everyone who's everyone who failed on the fear roll by now, is the fear is worn off. Yeah, this thing is going to try to envelop you.
Is this an attack?
It is an attack.
Okay.
I believe that
Rage?
is a fail.
Is this
Oh wait, this is against reflex DC, isn't it? What's your reflex DC?
+4.
Oh, 14. Okay, so he mhm.
Later. Later.
This is such a funny
No.
No.
Need him.
So, it goes to envelop you, and then like it succeeds, and it like wraps itself around you, and then like kind of like time just like reverses. It grabs like a sandy version of yourself and like phases back to where it was, and
It glitches back.
yeah, exactly. It seems very confused, but it will. You know, it was already pretty set on doing that and then trying to bite the crap out of you, so it will try to bite you twice. Gets 2 chomps. Both for 14, apparently. Stairs, go ahead.
Ow.
Switching up. Who we're hitting?
Stu.
No.
Mm,
You still alone.
I must have been mean to punch Stu.
am I reading this right? I can do 3 rays on the same guy too.
Yep.
Yeah. That's the
Each additional action you use. Are you using all 3 to cast this, or just 1? Or 2, rather?
Yeah, I'm using all 3. I'll
Okay.
re-roll.
Okay. You roll additional attacks for the additional bolts. So, I believe. Anyway, you can fire an additional ray at a different target. Oh, it has to be a different target, I guess.
It has to?
If you spend 3 actions, then you fire like 1 at the primary target, and the other one has to be at a different creature.
Oh, okay. Never mind. I will just do this.
The 2 action one. Okay. All right. Well, you critically hit. So,
Yeah, if you do the 2 action though, you can do the 46 version.
Yeah, you,
Okay.
yeah, you just don't need to do the.
Okay. So got it. Thank you. Okay. So.
You can still do double damage on it too.
Yep. So he takes double this. Just getting blasted with fire. It lets out just a horrible screech.
And then for my last action, I'll use.
Is this second level, by the way? Because it would actually be 66.
Oh shit! It was.
Oh.
Oh no! It was a first level spell. No,
But
it
it's
was
heightened to
second.
level
Shit.
2.
Yeah, heightened to level 2.
Okay. So give me another d6. 2d6 rather. Sorry.
Alright.
And it will have taken double of that. And it just falls with that horrible screech. It falls out of the sky and lands in just a crumpled pile on the ground, smoldering.
Great. I don't remember how this do. I will.
It's fine. Everybody else is hurting me. It's fine.
No. Turcom was already guidance, right? So I'll give it to.
Well, no, I don't have
Chris.
guidance.
Oh, you don't have guidance?
Yep, there's no guidance immunity there or anything.
Okay. Never mind. I'll give it to Turcon.
Maybe if Armus had guidance, he'd be able to punch without hitting Stu.
I feel like that's not how that works.
No.
Uh,
Wow, our courageous anthem expired.
yes, it looks like at the start of Scene of Action's turn, the anthem fades, the echoing anthem fades from the cavern walls.
Oh, lame. That's okay. I'm going to. My turn will be very fast and very simple. I'm gonna force barrage for level 2 and all 3 actions.
Oh my goodness.
I get to hit 6 times.
Okay.
Right.
And it's not an attack, so this will not get split with Stu.
Okay. Can I just somehow do 64?
Maximum 3 shards.
You'll just hit the little D4 button 6 times on the bottom right.
Yeah, you can do /roll space 64 as well.
Yeah.
All right.
And that's with +6 to it because I get +1 to each, so that's 22.
All right. So yeah, from the Stewie, you hear 6 muffled, just like. Bop, 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 bop. But don't feel any damage. You do hear this thing kind of like screech in this weird enclosed space.
Is it really loud inside?
Yeah. Apahu's hiding. You should go ahead.
I will aid. So I'm gonna spend an action to aid, or to set up a reaction to aid Stu with their escape check.
Okay. Sounds good.
That's an attack. That's not technically an attack.
Okay, we'll save.
Oh, do you see the thing down here? Yeah. That's a fail, technically.
Oh.
Or it's a success, sorry. So it
Right,
doesn't
yeah,
take
sorry.
any damage.
Oh, no damage on days on that. Okay. Undo that then.
Yeah, you can see. You see the little thing when I roll the damage as a little brain.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can just click that.
Oh, cool.
Easy peasy.
Oh, actually, it's a basic will save. I think it takes half.
I always forget. Yeah, it is half. Sorry, to now P. So I'll be right back.
Okay. Stu, go ahead.
Okay, I'm gonna try and escape.
All right.
What do I roll again?
You can either do an unarmed attack, or you can do acrobatics, or you can do athletics.
I'll do acrobatics.
Okay. And Isha is attempting to kind of like make a distraction with deception.
Yeah.
Against its athletics DC. It doesn't have an athletics DC. It must be plus 14. Okay. So that does not quite make it. I'm sorry.
Ah.
You would, shake around, try to roll out of this thing's grip. No such luck on the first attempt.
Can't
a
roll
cat.
anyway.
Like a cat stuck in a bag.
You can roll. You can try 2 more times if you want.
Oh, I can?
Yeah.
Oh.
You can't make other physical actions in here. Really, you can't do any other manipulate actions other than trying to escape. But if you had any mental only abilities or anything, you could do that. Oh, I think with that, we'll let that succeed. That's yeah.
Get me out of here! I'll just kind of pop out and rock back.
Yeah. Let's take restraint off. Where the heck, man? Alphabetical order is hard. So you pop back out. You can choose kind of a direction, either of these 3 squares.
Yeah, that's good where I'm at.
Okay. And you
Now you can
still
stab it.
have 1 action.
Can I even attack?
Yeah, if you want. Still got
Okay.
weapons in hand and plenty of pseudopons.
Blech.
Definitely rude, yeah. Oh my god.
Nice.
Wow. Stu's getting his revenge.
Oh, man. Having a bad day.
I'm the one that eats people.
All right, you give him a good stab. As you slide away from him, you slice him as you're stepping away. Lets out another screech.
Will that be double damage since critical?
It's already doubled there.
Yeah.
And then I think it'll be Turkom's turn.
Kill this guy! Hit him!
Man.
You die.
Yeesh. So let's Stu go. It gets stabbed, and then you just flatten into the ground. It's just screeching and squawking and trying to get away.
Well, move.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, there we
You
go.
missed the second attack, and it leaps into the air, and it looks like it might actually get away for a moment, and then the third swing comes down.
Max damage.
Oh my god. And then you just flatten him again, and his face is just splat on the floor.
In the midst of the rage, I just let out a very loud scream. Battle. Thing. And then I sit down because I hurt.
Apex Predator.
Apex Predator.
I don't think these guys have any loot, but we'll just... Yeah, okay.
What do you mean these cloakers don't have treasure?
I mean, they're not lootable. they're not carrying things upon them.
Unbelievable.
They themselves are the treasure.
The real treasure is the friends we punched along the way.
Wow. Wow.
So treasure.
I'm gonna like swat at Armus and then waddle over to Turkon.
I need to give the Bahu a weapon.
He didn't mean to punch you. It just kind of happened.
It just kind of happened. Don't talk to me.
You tell him.
I'm sure Armus is very sorry, aren't you, Armus?
Ironclad, shut up.
We are even today.
Ironclad, but close enough.
Stu absolutely does not know all of our names.
Stu knows
I'm designated as the
Stu knows
upper
two
grade.
names, I think.
Two names.
Isha and Turkon.
And only Turkon when really hungry.
Wait, where did our guy go?
Yeah, so like
Did too well.
from the river, when there's like a lull, when it sounds like the combat is over, he kind of like peeks his head from around the corner. It's like, well, that was unexpected.
Yeah, you were very brave out there.
I am unarmed.
I don't care. Don't make excuses.
I apologize. You
Should we
seem
give him one of the rapier that we have?
Yeah, I was like,
Party?
somebody give him something.
you seemed to perform admirably, however. Not that I saw much.
Yeah, well, one thing we can do is hit.
Someone roll me a 1d6.
All the cursors flying.
I know. I actually clicked the D4 and I was like, fuck! We find a warmonger devil.
Yeah.
He's here.
No. So you guys just have a moment to kind of look around. This room that the cloakers had kind of made their nest, and it seems that there are some remains of some of their previous meals scattered around one corner.
I guess I will go to the corner.
Okay.
Which corner is it?
This
Yes.
this corner, but I am not quite done filling out the pile of bones. And yeah, kind of like scattered throughout there, you find like a couple of. First of all, you find a pile of bones. There's like strips of kind of torn, chewed through clothing, a couple of ruined bags, and in amongst all of that, you find 4 pieces of nicely cut jade.
I attempt to take a bite out of one. Realize it's a rock.
It
and put in
is.
the bag.
It is a rock for sure.
You know what flavor was that?
green flavor.
Earthy.
Crazy.
And you also find there's like one sack that is not ruined. And you kind of like, you're poking through it. Some of the jades had like spilled out of that. And you realize, seeing it kind of like tumbled open, that this sack has kind of a like false bottom, essentially, that leads to a small extra dimensional pocket.
Bag of holding, but with extra steps.
Yes. It holds less than a bag of holding as well.
Well, also, it's like kind of assumed that people have bags of holding. This is a bag of holding that gets around the fact that people know you have bags of holding.
Right.
All right.
Yes.
Ooh,
So it
how
appears-
I love extra dimensional spaces.
It appears to be a mundane bag, but then it has a little bag of holding pocket at the bottom.
It's a very expensive bag.
That's true. If you find the right buyer, you could probably sell it for a pretty penny, although selling such a bag in polite company might be frowned upon.
Well, luckily enough, we have somebody that's not polite company with us.
But also, we have a smuggler sack now. You know?
Yeah.
Who knows? Maybe we'll turn this entire campaign into monsters rule the underworld.
Monsters take over all of the crime while the world goes to shit.
Correct.
Hell boy, but with more than just one horned guy.
All right. And once you guys kind of look around a little bit, Apahu kind of takes stock of the situation. Says, "The exit should be just a small ways ahead from here," and continues to lead you on. And it, after a couple more twists and turns, a couple more kind of forks in the cave path, you find your way back out to relative brightness. With even before you get to the mouth of the cave, you're hearing some distant pops as the barrage continues back at the city.
You think these cloakers lay eggs?
We're talking about something besides the siege machine's turret?
Well, not now.
Not that you've ended up again.
It took me by surprise.
So you guys can still see, like, the kind of like forests of alien flowers kind of planted along the cliff face and along the wall, but you guys are quite beyond it now. Pop out of the cave wall, quite a distance away, and you should be able to continue on from here without issue. And you see the barrier also from the outside for the first time, kind of.
Also, I don't think that they lay eggs. To answer your question, I don't believe they do. I think it's
They're
more of
mammalian in nature.
no, but like I don't think they lay eggs.
Do you think you can train a baby cloaker?
Oh, they're intelligent. Well, some of them are, I think. I don't think that you can like train them, not like a pet.
That's a shame. They'd be very good for defense.
We can test those theories later, I suppose.
You might be able to find one and buy it. Buy its loyalty. But I think it'll be more of a stew situation where you have to keep feeding it.
Are you telling me?
Than that.
You're telling me we could have tried to talk our way out of that situation?
No.
That's not what I'm saying. We're better off without
More
them
fun to
anyways.
hit.
That's the spirit.
And now we're at the town, right? We're at the town.
Yeah, you
No,
guys.
but then we're at the town.
Right.
Right.
After, I'm sure, more conversation about siege weapons and tamed cloakers. The only kind of like iffy part is this. It gets a little bit narrow, kind of between, in this span here. But you guys are still able to kind of keep your distance well enough from the moonflowers to get around, get to the road, and make your way onto the village. And as you are approaching this town, you see in the distance that this town is actually relatively big. In a similar way, maybe almost even more similar to the dwarf city above, there's like buildings kind of built into the cave wall, into this column here. They've kind of like built up the hill and into the cave wall, as well as having several like freestanding, kind of like a freestanding village below that, and you could see some docks kind of lining this enormous lake, if not for a hastily built wall that has been built kind of around the town from the cave wall all the way over to the water. Made out of a lot of different types of materials. Some of it is wood. Some of it seems to be like scrapped boats and docks. Some is just like piled stone with some spikes sticking out of it. And some made out of this kind of smooth iridescent material. Along this wall, there are nothing like what you saw at the main city, but there are the burned out and cut up husks of those same carnivorous plants that were attacking the city. Kind of against the wall, scattered around beyond the wall.
That's rather novel. How industrious of them.
Back.
Well, when some of the music just doesn't work. Okay.
I realized
It
that
wasn't
there's an issue with MP3s.
Yeah, I think all of these
So
are...
if you're uploading them as MP3s, then that's part of the problem.
I think all of them are OGs. So I should be fine,
Og.
but... Gets a little goofy sometimes. Alright. So, there isn't a gate as such. They've just kind of like... There are some like smaller gaps in the walls, but they built this wall just right in front of the road. Security was kind of priority one, and you see a couple of like lookouts kind of patrolling in front of the wall, kind of going back and forth, holding torches, keeping an eye out, and they see you approaching, and even at a distance, you can even see one kind of like shouts at another, and they dip inside the wall.
You know, they're all rather lucky that the devils didn't decide to target this place. You think they're targeting the main city because it's a hub to the upper world?
Perhaps.
Or maybe there's something there they want.
Or nothing here they want.
That's a good way to put it.
What they want is Court. Aside from...
Why they're targeting Court? Envoy?
I haven't a clue.
Aside from, I don't know, it's
What?
the only
Oh.
access point to the upper lands, isn't it?
And Apahu at this point is like, hardly the only one. The most convenient one, perhaps.
The largest, for sure.
Yes, if you're going to march a city, or sorry, excuse me, an army through a city, the largest path is probably the most effective.
Yes, there's no road quite like the Vine, as far as getting from down here to the surface.
I've ridden on the Grapevine before.
You've what on the what?
I was making it's a joke about a freeway we have in California.
I see.
We called it the Vine. I was like, oh yes, the Grapevine. I know of that place.
Yes, the grapevine.
And as you were approaching, having this conversation, it is becoming clear that the fellow inside was fetching reinforcements, and there's kind of like a little assembly of soldiers behind and in front of the wall, some still like hastily putting on armor as you approach.
Hello!
Keep your distance. What's your business?
Why? We're here to see the priestess.
Kind of like turns. I don't know, no, priestess.
Oh, then you're not who we're after. Sorry, we'll just be on our way.
That-
He starts like trying to like walk towards the door at some other point.
One of them shoots a bolt, and it lands nowhere close to you, but it lands in the ground like 10, 15 feet in front of you. And that guy starts kind of cranking to reload his crossbow, and the other one says, no visitors. No one in or out right now. We don't know you.
That's okay, we're supposed to be here, you see. I'm sure you can make an exception for that.
Yeah, they're gonna let us in because we're supposed to be here.
He looks very confused. And after a moment, he's like, and I'm supposed to be a rich bard, but here I am.
What?
Poor Bard.
Yeah, Isha's eyes start glowing, and she's like, "No, you aren't."
Oh, shit.
Yeah, well,
What would you
fate's
have us do?
shitty that way, isn't it?
It
Well,
is.
what would you have us do? Turn back towards all of the armies of plants and devils?
Not my problem.
Yes, but we could help. That's why we're here, after all, to help. And you're preventing your own safety from that.
One of the others is like, help, he says. And we're supposed to just take your word on it. We're safe enough, thanks.
Right.
Been getting along just fine.
Not if those devils bring their war machines this way.
Don't see any devils, don't see any war machines. Just a shitload of shitty plants.
How far are we away from the war machines exactly?
It's probably really only
I had
over 10
had
miles.
imagined that. Yeah, I'd imagined that they were like kind of over here, right?
Yeah, the scale on this one is a little bit weird. Because this city doesn't... Whatever.
Yeah, this is not a measured map. This is a approximate map.
Yeah, correct.
I understand.
But yeah, you're yeah, exactly. It's like, it's out from here. This to here is probably like 10, 12 miles, something like that. You guys did take the better part of a day to get here, but not all day.
All right, so my spyglass wouldn't be able to help. Visibility situation.
Not really. You are in a, like, all of this is fairly flat. Well, that's actually just a lie. But this is definitely like a low zone.
Low zone.
You're in kind of a basin around the lake.
We do know where the rotunda is, right?
Over here.
Oh, I meant to. Yes, the rotunda is. I am almost certain that you guys have information that the rotunda is like this.
Okay, I was just making sure that we knew that.
However, I also meant to share Nahia's summary of the archive meeting because she didn't share quite everything. So she handed over her notes at some point. So you guys now have that, which isn't super relevant here. I just forgot about it. Definitely review. Moderately important information there in general. Nothing important to the current situation.
Yeah, it looks like Folger's made away with something special.
Dang it, Foley.
So, seems like you are trying to get these guys to trust that you're here for reasons that would benefit them. You can go ahead and make a diplomacy check after making this argument.
I'm going to use my group impression for this.
Okay.
Yeah, my God. Oh, good. I'm glad I used my last hero point.
Yeah. So going back and forth a little bit. He's like, you know what? And he cranks the crossbow. He's like, raises it, aims it at you, and he's like, piss off.
I'm sure King Rurath would be rather upset if you killed us since we saved him.
Don't give a shit about King Rurath.
I have a question. What do you stand to gain to preventing us in?
We stand to gain safety. Don't know you.
We're not going to hurt you.
Didn't you say no one in or out? You're not letting us in or out. I'm a little confused.
What? Yes.
Yes?
No, you can't come in because no
No?
one can come in.
Oh.
You're welcome to leave. You're not in yet, so you can go out.
Oh, can we have a boat?
The other guy's kind of like, is there really no one out? Do we really care if people leave? And he's like, shut up. What, a boat?
I feel like you're making this up as you go along.
I'm trying to protect my people. Thank you.
Oh, you're doing a very bad job if you're not letting us in.
You can have that opinion. We've done a good job so far. Kept these plants out.
Yes, but there's going to just be more of them. We mean to stop it.
How?
There are larger forces at work than you can understand. We mean to seek out somebody who does understand them.
Ah, larger forces. We're gonna keep our boats, thanks.
How about just one?
Nope. Find another one. Make your own.
Can we use your wall?
What? No, you can't use it. No.
And let us have a boat.
Isha like walks up and is like picking on the wall.
Hey! As you like approach, he kind of like trains the crossbow on you.
Ooh, real scary.
You know, you're being very inhospitable right now if you're the leader of this place.
I'm not the leader. I am the.
Okay, can you take us to your leader?
No. No one
Yes,
in.
we wish to parlay. Well, why don't we talk to your leader to see if he thinks the same?
Or her?
You'd like.
Yes, very good. Or her. Or them.
Can I charge the gate?
He's starting to lower his weapons. You can if you want.
I'm gonna pivot to the back of Turkon if I can.
just
Just whip around.
waddle and slide.
The imagery of Stu like feeling Turkon move one knee and be like, ah shit, ah shit, ah shit, and just like squeaky, like around to the back.
Also worth noting, there is no gate. They built the wall just right over the road, so there's just a wall. Here it's just like a pile of stones with some sticks, some sharpened sticks pointing out of it.
Yeah, Isha is just like traipsing the wall and is gonna go around the side.
Okay, it does go like all the way to the water.
That's fine.
So you can start circumventing the wall. This might turn into an initiative situation very quickly.
Oh, it's going to turn into a situation.
So
It's already a situation.
Turkhan, go ahead and
Athletics, right?
yeah.
As soon as I can. There it is.
As a
Oh.
Oh no.
yeah. Also, go ahead and make a reflex save as you are charging. You're charging into this rudimentary spike trap. This is exactly the kind of thing that they are built against.
That guy's pumping his fist. Success. We got one.
He's like, yes!
He ran
so-
right into
Yes,
it.
perfect!
That is a success. So you'll take half of this.
Ow.
So not like, not massive damage here, but you try to like bash this wall and your horns kind of like scrape against some rocks and like a couple of rocks bounce around, but you don't really bust down the wall or anything. And yeah, you feel like your right shoulder, just like this jagged stick kind of scratch along it before kind of like breaking.
How tall is the wall?
It's like, it's only like 7 feet tall, and it's kind of like slanted. It's like climbable.
So I take Stu and I put Stu on top of the wall.
They, there's a lot of shouts of like, whoa, whoa, whoa. And like, they're pointing their crossbows at you. A couple of people are like drawing swords. There are like 10 guards here, but they're like shitty militia guards. None of them are really want to fight you guys. So they just draw their weapons kind of threateningly, and they're like, let's just settle down.
I'll stay really still.
Yeah.
I just appear to be a chair.
There are definitely more weapons trained on the Minotaur that just charged the wall rather than the chair that was put on top of it. And the same guy that was talking before was like, we'll go get the person in charge. And if you just wait calmly, I'll have a conversation with you.
Why didn't you do that in the first place?
I was about to.
Oh, very good. I'm glad you finally seen reason.
This guy is just like sweating now. He's just like rubs his forehead and turns. He's like, just please, just I'll be right back. And he goes kind of like running through the streets back into town.
Start
I'm gonna
chatting up the other
suddenly start
guards.
pushing the spike traps away.
And this like burly guy that was kind of the other one's buddy, kind of backing him up, is like, hey, you leave those alone.
No.
But he's going to get the guy. We don't need to start at any shit here. Just wait. We need those in place.
I just need to make some elbow room, you know?
And he like kind of goes to raise his own crossbow again, and then another guy's like, it's not worth it, man. Just wait. Just let him do it. We'll fix it later. He's like, all right. Kind of backs up off the wall.
Oh my god, run! It's a plant!
Fine.
Let us in! We're going to die if we don't get in.
You do not find any living plants. Any
No, Isha like has like a twig like in her tail.
Some guy that's like poking his head over the wall just shakes his head and he's like, I hate these guys already.
Oh, you weren't meant to be rich either. It's a tragedy.
Oh my god.
And couple minutes pass, 10, 15 minutes pass. And this that same guard kind of comes back like out of breath. He's like, all right, we've got the Duke coming. Just
Did you say Duke?
yeah.
Uh-oh.
You know what is so funny is I thought this was a little place. I just remembered you described it as not small, so that makes sense. I was like, why is there a Duke for a tiny little fucking hovel?
Tiny little
And
hovel.
they don't have a gatehouse either. It's just a wall.
They don't usually need a whole ass wall. This is a whole different.
But they need a whole Duke?
They do.
The Duke needs a city.
Yeah, I was like, this is not. They don't have a mayor. They have a fucking Duke. Like, what the
There's
fuck?
not a lot of elections happening.
Estessa Vandy is downplaying herself.
Andy is downplaying herself.
She could easily be a fucking duchess. No
She-
fucking way.
There's not a lot of elections happening down here. Whatever their forms of government are, they're not electing mayors.
Just gonna chat up some of the guards while we wait. Tell them about our exploits in kind of a PC, non-specific information way of like, oh yeah, we killed one of these massive plants before, bigger than the ones out there.
You can be saying that. It's definitely not. It was definitely like dried out and shittier than any of the plants you've seen since.
No. It was definitely bigger.
It was bigger. It covered a whole room, but it was also dried out and not healthy. So it's kind of a.
He's not gonna talk about that part. He's gonna say it's
I
just
know,
a
I know.
bigger plant.
Yeah.
Totally.
Or we could have scenes start performing and show this guy what a real bard is.
The guard's just like, right, yeah. That's.
I can start right now.
Yeah, have you heard of the one-man band scene of action?
Oh shit! Really?
Yeah, he's right here.
This will cheer you up.
All we had to do is flash our token celebrity, and you open the gates right up.
Yeah.
We don't have
I can't believe you didn't recognize
gates.
him.
You'd have to climb over the wall, but
Oh, Isha just clears it. She just like just bounds over the fucking wall. Oh, thank you so much.
yeah, it's like much more to help, like hurt people attacking in the heat of battle and like impede their progress than like actually keep things out. So you can climb over and in between without too much trouble, as long yeah. So you hop over and Scene, go ahead and roll a diplomacy check.
No, it's performance. He's performing.
He
is
can be
performing.
performing. I'm just saying, like, I need to see what all of these people
Oh,
think
no,
about.
this is good.
Think about.
This is gonna be good.
They like
I fucking love this guy. This guy's
They
fucking famous
love
as shit.
almost all of them relax, hearing that there's like a semi-local like celebrity like with this group. They're like, what are you doing with these losers? Traveling with a bunch of freaks here.
No, I just hang around, man. I mean, I don't know if you can tell, but I'm kind of a freak myself. And he like lowers his glasses, one eye.
Hey yo.
And he's like, oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Everyone takes off all their pants.
And
Oh
Ahem.
my god.
So so the mood gets very relaxed after they hear that scene of auction. The scene of auction is here. And a couple of minutes after that, this like around the corner comes this fairly well dressed, not like kingly dressed or anything, but like, you know, wearing like fairly finely tailored clothes and like a nice cloak, with this kind of like violet coloring to it. Comes walking up. He's like, "What in the world is going on? I put you in charge of defense," and he like gestures to the group. He's like, "And you've let these rabble rousers in the gate already."
Not a defense.
There's
to
no
wall.
gate.
Right, you are.
Gotta.
Seems to be now they've thrown the walls open for you.
Oh, very good.
Isha's going to look for a boat.
Yep, I just mantle the wall.
So you guys all hop in, and he's annoyed. He already looks like a little bit defeated that this situation has changed so much from what he was alerted to. He's like, "What is your business here? These are dangerous times. They're not hosting visitors at the moment."
Lucky for you, we don't intend to stay here.
We need to get to the rotunda.
The what?
Kind of points off to the spire.
He like looks, he turns and like looks kind of down the hill and at the wide column coming out of the middle of the lake and like stretching up to the cavern ceiling. And he looks back and gives you all a quizzical look. He's like, "With the researchers."
In a manner of speaking, yes. And it turns out that this great invasion is related to all that. It's even worse at Karmakort, Duke. There are devils with war machines barraging the magical defenses, and they are failing.
He shakes his head, suddenly just like a little overwhelmed, and he reaches up and like rubs his temples. He's like, "Okay. Devils, you say?"
Yes, the captain of the guard there is waiting for reinforcements from above, but not quite sure if the magical wall is going to hold until they get here.
This Duke suddenly looks much more worried than any of the guards did. The guards were like very, whatever, man. We got our own shit to deal with. This Duke, on the other hand, is like, "Oh fuck." And he's like, it crosses his arms, and he's like, "And you think something in the rotunda, you called it, is going to help?"
Yes, we believe so.
"You're to give this group free rein," he says, kind of with a defeated sigh, and all the guards kind of nod. Voice their affirmatives. Just generally get out of your ways. He's like, "You'll have one of our boats, whatever you need."
Thank you, Duke. We appreciate the assistance. We hope that with your assistance we'll be fast enough to help overturn this dire situation.
Well, let's hope. If I can be of use to Karmakort, so be it.
Turnus nods. Well, suppose we should ready the boat then.
Yeah, he nods and he'll turn and start leading you down to the docks. And once you get there, you'll find that it's kind of like little bit sparse. Not actually a ton of boats. It seems like a lot of them were, in fact, pulled out and like used in the wall, like as material for the wall.
Oh, oh my god.
And yeah, he gestures to what's there, and he's like, "You take anything you need. I will make note of the name of whatever boat you take out, and inform the owners of what is happening."
Very good. Thank you, Duke. Gonna look around for one big enough for the party.
Yeah, with... yeah. Go ahead and make a perception check. Okay. Yeah, you spot one. Most of these are like not big enough for the full group. They're like smaller, like fishing boats or just smaller vessels. But you spot one that will accommodate 6 party members and Armis and Pahu and Envoy.
My solution was just get a second boat.
Wouldn't have been a bad solution.
No.
But, yeah.
But he found one that'll fit us all.
Mm.
Do we
Sorry, go ahead.
have the name of this town? Did you give it to us before and I'm just blanking? I was trying to find it in my notes.
I don't think you guys have grabbed a name for this town now.
Oh,
The
okay.
Duke would inform you that it is named Daleks.
Exterminate!
No, that's Dalek. That's totally different.
Oh, okay.
So we'll just make our way straight on over, hop in the boats and go.
What about the magical defenses? I was really hoping that the priestess would be here in the city. Do you
Yes.
suppose she's already at the rotunda?
No, she's
That was my understanding, is that she's with the research party out there.
no, she's here in town.
She's here? Oh, shit.
Well, then we should beseech her. If she's the only one to get there safely, anyhow, we'd be walking to our own death trap. Otherwise,
Quite. This way then, and he'll lead you back off. One moment. Okay, so the Duke just leads you to this inn that is kind of like near the docks, near the lakeside, and he kind of like says, like, wait outside, I'll go in and fetch her. You guys wait for a couple of moments, and then he comes back out and kind of holds the door open. And he says, well, I haven't gotten all of your names to introduce everyone, but this is the priestess Acelia Aldane. Acelia, these are... Actually, I'm not clear on their relationship to the guard, but they seem to be helping the captain of the guard with the defense of Kalmacourt. And out walks this human woman. She's wearing traditional-ish robes of Denala, almost like almost antiquated, with like kind of a traveling cloak worn over the top. She has like kind of brown, messy hair at the moment, and a kind of a holy symbol that looks similar enough to kind of the modern Denalan holy symbol, but it has some kind of unfamiliar motifs. It's kind of like this large tree that usually makes up Denala's holy symbol and a lot of symbolism around Denala. But there is a sun either rising behind this tree or being lifted by the tree. It's a little unclear in this depiction. And she has a really nasty scar right kind of like below her neck where the collarbones meet. Kind of at the, like, you know, just right below her neck. And right kind of above the holy symbol. And she kind of steps out of the inn, kind of like looks at all of you in turn, and eyes kind of like immediately clock the holy symbol around Steris's neck, and she gives you a nod, specifically Steris, and then kind of like nods at the rest of the group. It says,
Vintage.
says, greetings. Pleasure to meet all of you. I am Asilia.
Pleasure to meet you, Priestess Cecilia. We need your assistance to getting into the rotunda.
Of course. I would be happy to guide you there.
Excellent. Time is of the essence as Common is currently under attack.
Of course. I'm prepared to leave immediately. Whenever you are ready.
Just like that? Hold on. So I'm talking out of character. That's crazy.
I was thinking the same thing. I'm like, no questions asked.
Some people have good morals, you know.
I guess she's just like, oh, stairs, you know, what could possibly go wrong?
You know.
There's like secretly flashed the Denalan gang sign in the back.
The gang
Yeah,
yeah.
wearing a holy symbol.
Color me a little suspicious.
Oh.
I mean, a wee bit. What can...
I don't see shit.
Incredible.
Well, it must not be suspicious at all.
That's
In
because,
fact,
as you are turning away and as a group heading toward the dock, that, Isha, is when you get a response to the dream message that you sent, which normally I would probably give you in secret, but since this is probably the last thing we're going to do for the night, you hear these words kind of pop into your head. You feel this kind of tingling effect that you recognize as a ascending spell. And you hear the words, Shalmalel, where are you? There's... I've already lost count. That's 5. 2 destroyed towers. Both in the Valley March. 1 by devils. 1 unknown. I have hidden another. And I guess there's, safe for now are the last 4 words of that. And you would know you can respond. If you wish. And you can keep your response secret if you like. I really should have typed that out as I was saying it.
yeah, well, we're walking, and then Isha just
just stops, just full stop.
Just jolts. And it's like, what the fuck? are we doing here?
What?
Exactly.
It's funny because I wanted to pause and discuss that myself.
What are we doing
Because
here?
You're telling me Terrace is the only one that didn't want to go, and I'm the only one that is like has an idea of what we're doing here.
No, I understand what we're doing. It just like is one of those things where like,
Putting it into words.
are we doing this, or like?
Yeah, it's right here. Everyone else wanted to leave the city.
I didn't say shit.
No,
Neither did
I don't know why I'm getting so much attitude. I did nothing to deserve this. I am just simply asking a fucking question.
Yeah, well, yeah.
So how about less sass and we're answering my fucking question, please?
The answer is yes.
Yes.
We're here because Moratan is at, like their vault is at the rotunda.
No, I understand all that. I just was like, are we freeing Mortan? Are we? Like he's like Parisa. Steris did not bring up anything of like did not talk about her dream. Anything.
Yeah.
I just
That's private.
I understand. I'm just saying like
I also wanted to finagle speaking to the priestess in private, but we're already leaving.
There'll be time. Maybe not before the rotunda, but
Well, yeah. Maybe we'll take 2 boats. No.
it's okay. You can't escape me. I will hear it always.
You can't just escape me.
I got some good ass hearing.
yeah, that's 7.
If you don't roll on 1.
This is to look at something.
Oh yeah, all that sand in your eyes. It's tough.
He doesn't have eyes. It's hard to look
Yeah,
at.
yeah.
It's hard to see. It's hard to see things for what they are when I'm seeing 800 versions of what they could be.
I'm sorry. Did the response from your contact stomach you?
Not really. I'm just was not sure how to respond because I was like, if we're Isha's coming here with the plan that we're freeing Moratan.
Yeah.
So maybe that's what I'll tell him.
Yeah.
I'll just.
Yeah, when have you guys listened to me before? About not freeing them.
Oh yeah, specifically that. Yeah, that's fair.
Oh well, I mean, if this is up for a democratic vote, then obviously you're always going to lose.
Well, yeah.
Hey, you never know. Armus might side with you one of these days.
One of these.
Wow, this teamwork really lightens my head.
It is good teamwork.
Frankly, I could stand to have some time to come up with some questions because I am very bad at improv.
I mean,
you'll probably have time, but my answer is freeing Moratan.
this message spell is
Uh,
the last thing for the night, so you'll definitely have
Okay.
time.
Yeah, we're freeing
Wait,
Moratan. I have seen devils armed with a siege weapon. Maybe that's what destroyed your tower. I think that's like 17 words.
Yeah. Let me roll me just a flat 20. We'll see if Oh, okay. They're not spending another sending spell on you today, so they will take that information and be silent.
They can take that information and be silenced. Keep your secrets, then.
All right. Well, thank you guys for playing. That session went
Thank
places.
You didn't guess that was gonna happen?
I smushed the cloakers.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
XP.
Let's see.
How about like 1,170.
How about
We'll call it even.
you guys level up, and you can add
Nice.
160.
Ooh.
Okay.
Well, that's
So
fine.
4
I
and then
guess.
160.
Yep.
Oh,
For those keeping count, I think that was what? That was a lot of XP. That was 300.
Yeah. So we had 830 XP before.
Yeah, so it was.
And we went to 160. So that's like
310.
yeah.
Yep.
wow.
For I mean, the cloakers were a chunk of that. Cloakers were like 100 some, but you also circumvented the devils in their siege, so you got XP for that too, even though you didn't go punch him in the face.
We circumvented. That's a great word
Yep.
for avoiding.
That's a great word for avoiding. It is a great word for avoiding.
Yeah, legit.
It's a great word for preventing us from going to that library that we said we were going to go to the first time, and then we decided it was actually stupid.
Yup.
There are so many. Like, you guys have met a lot of people. There are a lot of side NPCs that have like scattered around, fleshed out their backstories, and now you guys have.
And we're doing a great job of avoiding.
Now you
them.
guys have a
good job,
Bahu
team.
instead.
Good job, team.
That's what always happens,
Yeah.
though, especially when you're DMing.
I love a Bahu. I'm fine with it.
Who's the ally we needed, not the one we wanted.
It actually mostly sounds like he was the ally we wanted.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah,
We picked him out ourselves out of all the cells.
you know, he wasn't in a great situation and doesn't have a lot of complaints about how this has worked out so far. Very few complaints, very few
These guys
opinions
are
at the
right.
moment.
Oh.
My next feed isn't gonna make me so good at lying.
Oh.
Best liar in Comicore for sure.
Mhm, mhm. I was a little self-conscious about a variety of things after last session, so hopefully this was enjoyable. Hopefully everyone had a good time.
Wait, what if I just decided to start spreading rumors about people?
You can do that. Yeah.
I just love it when Discord just randomly crashes on me.
And split.
Me too.
It's been like the last couple days. Anytime I don't have it like forward on the monitor, it just freezes and locks up.
Oh, that's kind of odd.
You have graphics acceleration on or off?
I haven't changed any settings on this thing in fucking years.
Hopefully it's just this update, like this version of Discord thing, and you'll update it next time there's an update out, and it'll be fine.
So we get a feature, huh?
We get 3.
3 features.
Ah, man.
You don't want more feats? You don't want more feats?
Just I hate picking pig.
Well, you could be in my belt where one of your archetypes only gives you one choice.
Oh, that'd be.
Yeah, you could also be in my boat, or my path to get to what I want involves me taking an archetype that gives me no options at all.
Oh,
My first choice I get to make it with my archetype is level 8.
Sheesh.
I forgot what feat I was taking.
Left one.
Wait, what the fuck?
Wow.
All right, I'm gonna wind down the stream, and then I'll be back to hang out for a minute.
Alrighty, thanks for running it, Varys.
Mhm.
Thank you.
Thank you guys for playing.
Thanks,
I had a
Varys.
great time.
Thank you.
Thanks for running.
All right. Thank you, everyone, for hanging out and watching Pathfinder. I had a very lovely time with this session. I'm gonna check if there are any like folks in the Pathfinder excuse me, in the Pathfinder category to rate. I would be continuing Final Fantasy VII tonight, but I have to get kind of back on top of a couple of things. So I'm gonna spend tonight doing that, get back in the groove of a thing or two. Oh, Mr. Lunchbox. Mr. Secret Lunchbox is playing. Well, we'll maybe go raid him. He doesn't usually go too long after my Pathfinder streams, but we'll go hang out. What was I gonna say? What was I saying? I'm being responsible tonight. So we'll be back. We'll be back to be irresponsible and play a bunch of FF7 Rebirth. Probably on Monday. GM prep will also be on Monday. And then we'll be making music on Tuesday, and we're just really back to the full schedule. I'll put a schedule up sometime tomorrow, sometime before Monday. And assuming work doesn't throw me for a... Assuming my contract work stuff doesn't throw a curveball at me, we'll be just back to the full schedule. So yeah. Go say hello to Mr. Secret Lunchbox, and I'll catch you all again real soon. Goodbye.